Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Well, I mean, I start the stream without intro. Let me take out the vertical. My camera not show goodness. I don't know how I go on people. Good evening, good evening, good evening, people. This is a rush thing, you know. I look funny, don't it? Something wrong with my camera, you know. I don't under my camera. I sure funny. Don't know what people. My camera mess up. Bless up Juras. Let's hope it comes back. I mean, I know what to do. I do nothing to it. Let me start with the camera thing. Let me see what done to the camera thing, people. Camera is messing up. Now am I supposed to focus? I don't do nothing to it. It's supposed to focus. To show me how funny. I mean, it's not focused. It's supposed to be focused. I don't know what's happening. Hold up. Camera. It's when you rush people for rushing. Logitech. I don't know what's happening, people, but this is not good. And I've got to look for me. I'll mess up. No, can't hear me? You can't hear me, though? Hey, Odell, we come for beat this evening. There is no hiding, no tears, people. You see me change my thumbnail. No, see me change my thumbnail, people. You see me thumbnail change. I change in 2 seconds now. Me good now. My camera clean up. Hey, the camera come here tonight, people. You see, after tonight done, some man not talk to me. You hear me? I say, people. Me coming. Hey, me tell something, people. Good evening. Welcome to the Cranky Live Show. Hey. Well, I'm my show done after tonight, people. My show done after tonight. I might as well do me a bit, you know. Right, me have so much news. All right, here the news of me have people. Me have fighting at the National Stadium. Me have people at party. Me have New York Times article. Me have Jamaica play Caledonia and maybe Congo if they get lucky. And me have the best news of the night. Me have the news of the night, people. A man just text me and say, 2 man text me right away actually. One of my brethren and another one is an associate. And say, Rudolph Speid wants to be coach of the Reggae Boyz. Hey people, I say, come. Me have a long listen to me. I write up my program tonight, you know. And I dash away. People, me dash on my program. And I must be some up on something. I went to California one time and do a show. And I hype up. I saw me feel tonight, you know. I'll be back in March. No, actually, people, today was a very difficult day. You know why? A friend of mine texts me. I not ever get married with a friend ever. I know the friend from both. Well, I know him. Probably about 40 years, people. I know about 40 years. And text me that I'm get vexed at him. I tell me about the boy. I tell you why I'm saying I get vexed. So Dixon should have started the game. I say, my youth. Nobody do nonsense. Nobody do nonsense, my youth. So he must have realized about nothing for the program, my youth. But we never had a move for the nonsense, people. We never move for the nonsense. Kind of like we don't know where. But tonight, people, tonight. Hey, people, hit the like button. I don't like that show, you know. Trust me, I don't like drama. I don't like that show, yeah, people. So hit the like button. Me not go much more tonight. Let me see the like button hit up. The like button have to match up. Because I have enough energy. I'm going to take nothing. You know, so I'm going to smoke weed. I'm going to drink liquor. I'm going to do none of them things to people. I want them people who principled and live life. No, but nothing on body. I'm supposed to go on body except for bad food, like bread when I stop eat. Well, not true. I mean, I'm pizza today. Which I shouldn't do. No, they're not Dr. Dan. No, Dr. Dan. There's a difference between a man saying aspiration for coach and then he come up on Instagram saying one coach can do it official. You can't mention them things then. You can't read the list there. Let me say a couple things about real people. Because you know what? Me have a program, people. You know, some people say my program small, me only have 5,000 subscribers, blah, blah, blah. By the way, people, me have 2,700 from balance view. I'm do not show up on it. It'll grow. It'll grow organically, which is good. I'll do more show over there. But right now, we're on Cranky Live. And we are doing a show tonight on this. So we have enough drama. We'll do the New York Times article. But before we do that, we'll do some me talk about this already, but I'm going to talk about it again. So them thing here, people, when you have game, and about 2 nights in a row and after game you a party them here, it's unprofessionalism. You're unprofessional people. And you now have good guidance. You have poor guidance. Poor guidance and you're unprofessional. All right? Poor guidance and you're unprofessional people. That's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay people for you to do that. Very unprofessional, poor guidance. No, this year is something else. Huh? Look on this, people. You should not have no seat, but me I play it anyway now. This is after the game. Look on this, people. Me widen it out. Look on this, people. Them thing here. I Reggae Boyz this, you know. Reggae Boyz this, you know. With cops. You don't have to say much on people. You can watch a video. I mean, I don't know if most of them probably see this already. Now, is this a reflection of how we behave? And this was on Eurosport, people. So let me take it off. A Eurosport this. Show you something, people. It doesn't show us in a good light. Look, upon Damien, I try to calm down things. Very smart. A person who behaves with certain composure. People, you know, some emotions are after the game, but you can't do them things, people. Them things you can't write. Between the party and them things you can't write. And by the way, I will just say this. I'm not gonna like it. They were all local born players. So here's what me notice, people. No foul, no hypocrite, especially the one in my Jamaica who fight the foreigner them. No hypocrite, no go away. I say that tonight. I don't like it. Tough. You know, I come up with channel, me no care. No go away. No hypocrite. All out no hypocrite. Hypocrite. Me do my radio. Remember what? This is somebody program that long to them. More than 10 minutes, me can't take it. More than 10 minutes can't take it. But here's part of the coaching, people. Coaching is not about only what you think you do on the field. Coaching is how you conduct yourself in your life normally. It's not only how you behave on the field. No, we know Jamaica police there now. But him look, he's out the road. Else he wouldn't go so. If you know if you comport yourself with police in my youth, them are the authority, whether you like it or not, you can't be them. He might boost up himself. He not calm it down, you know? He might boost up himself. I have met him. I have talked to him. Seem like a cool youth. You can't behave them with them, my youth. I don't care what I want to say, but police have to behave themselves. No, it's a authority. Calm yourself down. Because them not going to forget. And you get yourself in trouble. No, but you can't behave them way there. Them can't behave them way there. No matter what you want to do. You ever find a way if you negotiate, if you get it done. I don't know what the cops did. I saw how he was behaving. Did they slap him? Did they box him? Did they kick him? Come on, people, man. Come on, people, man. You have to be better. If it not work for you, you have to calm yourself and negotiate. That's what you do. You negotiate. You are representing the country and you're representing your family yourself. I can't go and deal with slap. No. I don't never deal with cop yet. Me deal with cop already. Me deal with cop. I mean, no deal with cop. When them do something, I say, yes, sir, no, sir. Me let them do what they want to do because me know it go. You're always wrong. And the man them will go party. The man will go party. Don't defend them now. Defend them. Defend the man will go party. 2 nights before the game. When Trevor Stewart do that, them ban him. When Bailey tell Jim if he go no father no say nothing. They no ban him. Him get put off your look a bit, then him ban Jamaica. And then when people look a short man, they don't say nothing that them talking euphemism. They don't say nothing direct. Me look a short man I talk today about the coaching situation. And look a short man, but them idiot program and thinks boy the best thing since sliced bread. I know people love it, so I feel them thing. Can I go listen to it enough? Couple times enough. Me can't take more than 10 minutes. Me tell you the truth. Me take 10 minutes, me cut it off. Me do 2 10 minutes today. No, me do 10 and a 5. I'm here to talk about Rudolph today. Can me communicate Rudolph sometime, you know? And he must say the coach said I'm agree with the coach thing and the coach thing and the coach thing. And him say Rudolph take some responsibility. What do you mean take responsibility? What you talk about take responsibility? I say you deal with it. When you want to tell Greenwood for go like him a dog, and you talk about if you take responsibility, I say you deal with it. You tell Rudolph to go take another job. What you talk about? But me not get to that yet. Me a warm up, people. Me warm up. Me hype. See me hype. So look at shot, man. You can't talk to me. And you're not smart like me. I tell you that right now. You're not smart like me. You can't match up a resume with my one. You can't match up. Me a call it out. Say me thinks I'm smart. Yes, me thinks I'm smart. I can't twang to. Cause me here. Hey, wait. People. You know, so I need some water. Me I get hype today. Me get some water. People need some water. Me love cold ice water. Me here on a program to 8 people. I'm stop blowing my phone, you know. Can I send me some things where somebody send me something today and say, if I watch it, I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna say toxic boss. I'm gonna send it back to him. Say, me nah watch it. Me can't watch it, my youth. I'm saying, no, man, watch the first 10 minutes. I'm gonna watch the first 10 minutes. I'm gonna turn it off because I can't watch it. Can't watch it, people. Me can't watch it, people at Jamaica them. They make my head hurt me. They make my head hurt me. Me here but are local ballers. And we have no system of play. And we have no style of play. And what I could do. And when you want to be the coach? I mean, them people are not about football. I interview him talk about, when you want to be the coach? Well, you know. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hey, people, let me tell you something. Tell me something, people. You see, when you don't know what you don't know, it's not a good thing, you know. When you don't know what you don't, if you hear me knock something, me a knock, me not nobody. When you don't know what you don't know, it's not a good thing. When you talk about my G, no, I don't own an G. Uno gullible. The G is for gullible people. You know, I'm writing some notes now. I get me notes them. I don't want legal off track. But hey, people, me start over. We're gonna let me just do this nicely. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Cranky Life program. We're gonna start the program. I had an agenda, but I've misplaced my agenda because I was so hyped. I'm gonna try to do this very normal, very I'm gonna do it in a way in which the communication, I hope, is clear. I'm gonna do it in a way in which it's very linear, it's sequenced appropriately, and I can articulate and everybody can understand me. Those of you who don't understand Patois, I don't have a translation in the chat, but I may try to translate my own communication to you because I've been told a lot of time I'm speaky spokey. I'm trying to be American. By the way, I'm a citizen of 3 countries. So I can afford to be any one of those countries I want to be. So I'm your talk now, people, because nice at all. We're going to go to the New York Times article. The article was written by Laurie Whitwell, and it talks about inside Steve McLaren's reign, World Cup failure, paying for star flights, and a hostile end. I think I'll probably do a little bit different of a heading, but let's talk about it. I'm going to try to pull it up, people. Bear with me, please, because you know I'm as something would tell me, Ralph would tell me I'm technologically challenged. Let me try to find this article because a number of people sent it to me. Yeah, this is the article. And I will try to read because you know I'm not that smart as they tell me. I'm not that smart. So let me try to read the article, people. Bear with me. So here it goes. On the cover is Bobby Reed, who had an atrocious World Cup qualifying campaign. And Bobby, we love you, but my youth, we can't carry you forward. I'm sorry. By the way, when I was coming on this evening, I was saying to me myself that I don't know how long I'm gonna last covering Jamaica football because it's not gonna work. I'm gonna get myself in that trouble. Anyway, here we go. The excitement of Jamaica potentially qualifying for just their second World Cup was palpable on the gridlocked streets of Kingston 3 hours before kickoff. Fans, you know what? People can't read this. Let me can bring it up. Let me just widen for myself. Okay, I know so me get all the eyesight now. Great. Let me bring it up. Great. Okay. So we can bring it up. Okay, we're good now, right? Fans in a variety of yellow shirts with flicks of green, creating a joyous kaleidoscope of expectation. Waiting through the air was the smell of jerk chicken and curry goat being cooked outside the city's national stadium, while inside, dancehall blasted. They meant dancehall music, for those who don't know. You may not be Jamaicans, you may not get that. Blasted over the speakers. Victory over the tiny Caribbean island, tiny, only less than 160,000, even though the paper's quoting 185, island of Curacao, would secure a place at a tournament in North America next summer. There's a tournament, the World Cup, being played in Mexico, Canada, and the United States of America. Am I speaking spoke enough? The hope was palpable, but it quickly turned to tension, and in the end, a mix of anger and disappointment. While Curacao celebrated a 0-0 draw, which meant they became the smallest nation to reach the World Cup, a deflated Steve McLaren read out a handwritten statement, which he wrote before the tournament, obviously, before the game, announcing his resignation as Jamaican head coach. I assume that he had 2 statements. One said me I left because they more fire me, and one probably said me happy if we win. I wonder how this very colorful. The question of what McLaren, the former England manager and Manchester United assistant, will do next is likely unanswered on the operating table, and frankly, Jamaica doesn't care. The 64-year-old, am I 64? I look like about 70, has been managing an arthritic ankle for 2 years, and doctors have recommended fitting a replacement through surgery, which will require 4 to 6 months of recovery. So I coach who disabled. He had a procedure last year. Maybe I feel sorry for the man style. No, right, the he has a procedure last year, but still required steroids and painkillers when leading sessions with Jamaica. So the man I feel peeing people, both in the heart and in body. A situation that has become more pressing when he lost the services of his assistant this summer for the Unity Cup. the first phase of World Cup qualification and the CONCACAF Gold Cup after Paul Simpson left to become head coach of the United States under-16s. And by the way, let me elaborate, because Jamaica didn't want to pay him or didn't have the money to pay him, and that's why I'm left. And when we want to tell you about him, decided to leave because of the United States, then they want to pay him. Let me just tell you that right now. Apart from good enough, no? McLaren enjoys the more active work with the players, but it took a physical toll. Poor thing. Ian Borchnall, rather than McLaren, has been on the training pitch assisting during the past 3 camps. This is particularly behind his decision to quit rather than lead Jamaica into March's intercontinental playoffs, where they have been drawn against New Caledonia in the playoff semifinal. And by the way, people, did he quit or was he asked to resign? We don't know. Win that, I'm sorry to interrupt my own thoughts, win that and they will face DR Congo in the final for a place in North America next year. And by the way, this show was supposed to talk about that. I don't know if we have reached that tonight, people. I'll tell you the truth. Let me continue. Of course, a major factor in the Englishman's swift resignation was the disconnect with fans that simmered as the match with Curaçao went on and erupted into anger at the final whistle. Players got into verbal altercation with supporters and even police. They must be referring to the earlier thing that I played. It would have been difficult to continue after that. And so, surprise bookended McLaren's Jamaica tenure. He left. It was a shock when he left Manchester United to go to the Caribbean. Even the trading weather was understandable. What trading weather? The man was still on the time on the island. What not talk about? And there were stunned faces at the Jamaica Football Federation. President Michael Rivers told reporters in the tunnel of the National Stadium that McLaren's offer of resignation has been accepted. People, sometimes people didn't write them article, what talk about it now. If he accept the resignation right away, that means they didn't want him to leave. If they don't ask him to stay, they don't want him to stay. We talk about people. Moments later, McLaren came into a small press conference room, sat behind a table, and looked up at the standing media and television cameras to read his statement. Having jotted down some thoughts in anticipation, he had tears in his eyes. Oh, poor thing. As he spoke about taking deep reflection and deciding to allow for new energy and a different perspective for these matches in March. If only we could be the same lucky with the rest of the people who run the damn football. Why is it that McLaren can follow his sword and these people want to go jump on top of the sword? But let me keep continue. McLaren looks strong in this picture, boy. Put him in a red, positive light. McLaren did not take any questions, bringing to mind Roy Hudson's exit from England after Euro 16. By the way, Hudson failed. I think didn't Iceland beat them in that Euro day? Hudson had lost Iceland. Yep, that was Hallgrimsson. The nation Curaçao have just overtaken. Wait, let me read that again. Hudson had lost to Ireland. The nation Curaçao have just overtaken as the smallest to qualify. Oh, sorry, is overtaken? I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Has just overtaken as the smallest to qualify for a World Cup. The former Middlesbrough manager knows about failure on the international stage already. Of course, missing out on European Championship qualification with England in 2008. Man is a failed manager. It is reasonable to think that was on his mind when he mentioned on the eve of this game how he had suffered ridicule in his career in answer to a suggestion that his calmness on the touchline could be taken for complacency. You want to come into a hotel room and our meeting rooms? There's no complacency, he said. We couldn't tell, see up on the sideline. As bedlam exploded in the stands when VAR overruled the award of a Jamaica penalty in stoppage time, McLaren remained stoic on the sidelines, his steadiness a counter to the fans' emotional highs and lows. During his time with Jamaica, McLaren took on much more than team selection. Sources with knowledge of the situation who asked to speak anonymously to protect their positions, explained how his role came to incorporate logistics. Now listen up to this, people. We are going to juicy stuff now. On several occasions, he intervened when players and staff needed flights and hotels to be booked and paid for, which means when they have money problem, and we had what we had 4 years ago, them things they reemerge. And I was told that the Gold Cup failure cost the JFF big time, and they don't have no money, and I run me down someone else with them money. May get me source them, may have good source misting them, good source. Inside source, by the way. In September, at the start of the second phase of World Cup qualification, the JFF told the players they would no longer cover upgrades to business class on flights to Jamaica and from Jamaica. I guess they're still flying business class. Maybe it's upgrade from business class. Wait, cover upgrades to business class. So when you buy economy and you go up to business, I understand that. It has been the case that players' match fees provided the funding for the long-haul journeys, but this was removed. As a result, players have covered the extra cost themselves to ensure they can lie down during the long travel. So players get book economy, as I go, and then therefore can stretch. And in a business class, now people can stretch back in. Enough business class between New York and London, or New York and Tokyo, New York and Middle East. And you can lay out on business class. Let them go first class. So that means they buy economy to fly 6, 7 hours. No one agree would not come nowhere. Anyway, on one occasion, the JFF initially pushed back on Dujon Whisper Richards being called up as a late replacement for DeMar Gray, who left October's camp injured. Richards eventually flew to join Jamaica in Curacao a day before the game. Once his agent, Craig Butler, covered the cost of the flights, he eventually got the money back from the JFF. People close to the squad say JFF staff lacked the expertise to arrange visas and plan routes, sometimes picking multiple changes to reduce costs. Finance was also at the heart of Simpson, McLaren's former assistant, leaving in August. Me telling these people from long time, I tell them say money do it. You nothing to do with him, I left go US. He was initially owed a salary by the JFF, which was only reimbursed once he had taken the call to join the US youth setup. When McLaren requested that Richard Hartis, who McLaren had worked with at Manchester United for 2 years between 2022 and 2024, join him for the World Cup qualifying camps as Simpson's replacement in a dual role as number 2 and goalkeeping coach, he was turned down by the governing body. So McLaren picked up the tab himself for Hartis's flights and hotel. Hartis has yet to receive his wage. It's not a party shop, people. Come here, say, TSD, a big company, and Caribbean, what you call it, a big company, they can't pay for flight. It's not a party shop. What kind of shop in the call this? I don't even know if a shop. The JFF has accrued a debt over a course of the past few years. You mean a debt? They have accrued debt. You write English. Which influences decision. World Cup qualification would wipe this out. Nah, that's true. Maybe some of the money they make from the 40,000 got a stadium will help. FIFA has not yet confirmed prize money levels for the 2026 World Cup, but in 2022, a total pot of 440 million, 336 million pound at today's exchange rate was split between the 32 teams based on how far they progressed. The JFF has improved standards since McLaren has been in charge, upgrading training equipment, no longer conducting sessions on cricket pitches, etc. But the use of widespread football technology, such as GPS tracking, is still absent. There is internal politics, too, over which player should be selected and included. Let me repeat that, because we talk about this and them say a lie we I tell. There is internal politics over which players should be selected and included. I wonder one for them players to get included. Those in the hierarchy have their preferences and communicate them, while stories of some players breaking curfew remain. We see people at party. Ricardo Hepkins, a personal chef, took to Instagram after Tuesday's game to say he saw 3 players in Kingston's Raw Bar until 2 a.m. on Sunday night, hours before a 10 a.m. training session on Monday morning. The JFF did not dispute this when asked about this by The Athletic. The Athletic people is an organization who sort of cover sports, and they are a subsidiary of the New York Times, and they're writing this article. Bringing together players born and raised in Jamaica with those who have been recruited after living all their lives abroad has been another challenge. McLaren was skeptical that the talent in the country was better than in Europe, but others close to the squad felt he could have found untapped quality had he spent longer in Jamaica. So like a tap water. McLaren tended to fly from his home in Yorkshire a few days before camp started. Let me repeat that again. Bringing together players born and raised in Jamaica with those who have been recruited after living all their lives abroad has been another challenge. This is the diaspora argument versus local. With people like, I'm going to leave that alone. McLaren was skeptical that the talent in the country was better than in Europe, but others close to the squad felt he could have found untapped quality. So the man, we got search, I was like, what everything about Simon is doing, untapped quality in Jamaica. So if quality not top, where you may find it? These various spinning plates are why former head coach Harmir Hagrimson was taking Ireland to the playoffs in Europe, and Ireland have no footballer can name except by the name Parrott, who play in Holland, warned McLaren that he would not last 2 months in charge when the peer should have phone call last summer. People may have to read this again. There's internal politics over which players should be selected and included. Those varying spinning plates are why former head coach Heimer Hallgrimsson warned McLaren that he would not last 2 months in charge when the peer should have phone call. You can't pick your own team, but you get fired when you lose. The people don't want to pick them team. They want to play a nice squad. That's why McLaren push certain player than people. No, they understand why McLaren push certain player. Can't say he had no choice. Many in Jamaica feel they should have qualified above Curacao, who, led by former Netherlands head coach Dick Advocaat, whose wife is very ill and I hope she recovers quickly, tapped extensively in the Dutch football system. Let me repeat that again. Many in Jamaica feel they should have qualified above Curacao, who, led by former Netherlands head coach Dick Advocaat, tapped extensively in their diaspora. In fact, the 11 players who started the game in Jamaica come from the diaspora of Holland. I mean, you're nobody at Curacao. I'm missing my dance in the airport. I complain. Jamaica's population is 15 times Curacao. No, that's not true. 15 times 15 at 225. And then we have population about 2.9. So look a bit bigger than that. And if we had the diaspora of Jamaica, about 30 times. But anyway, we keep going. But McLaren's side toiled during Tuesday's game. The pitch cut up, restricting passing football, and some Jamaica players looked nervous. Early in the first half, a chant went up for Whisper, the 20-year-old Chelsea winger who was born in Port Royal, Jamaica, and has provided excitement when previously featured. He was also born from a general desire for more homegrown talents to be given a chance. It was Richards who burst into the box to win a penalty in stoppage time, only for VAR to overrule. The rest of this doesn't really matter. Jamaica struck the woodwork 3 times by the stage, all from high balls in the box. Greg Lee's header from Ethan Pinnock's long throw, then Shamar Nicholson hitting the ball with his header from Dexter Dumicky's cross, and finally, Bailey Cadamarty heading against the post. Some close to the squad feel Jamaica, they missed Bobby Reed's sitter left foot away and kick when he should have scored. Some close to the squad feel Jamaica should play fast and dynamic football so the players and the fans, dozens of whom climbed from their seats to sit on the high wall behind the bleachers. Donald Oliver, a journalist from the Jamaica Observer, told The Athletic, there is frustration among those who observe the football that he picks the team based on brand names, as opposed to the boys who we think would run hard, work, push a little bit more endeavor. That's commitment. That's working hard. That's being fast and foolish. Jamaicans are casual by nature. Man, stop the bullshit about Jamaica. Which Jamaica you know casual? Which Jamaica we know casual people? But not necessarily with their football. No, we're not casual than nothing. We're the most overhyped, overconfident, egotistical people on earth, including yours truly. But anyway, they want this speed to be shown when they're playing the game. What Katia Davis, I'm going to pronounce that wrong now. Katia Davis of Love 101 FM, a radio station based in Kingston, explained, as Jamaicans, where you comma the writer, we expect a sort of aggression or firmness. I don't think we're getting that. The pre-match consensus was that qualifying for the World Cup would have boosted morale across the island after the devastation of Hurricane Melissa. And by the way, people, those of you who are suffering, we hope you recover. And sorry that the team couldn't have given you that uplift that you're looking for. In fact, I saw Haiti. They look really, really good in terms of the crowd and how people are going through difficult times, but uplifted by them going to the World Cup. Let me repeat that again. Sorry about that, people. The pre-match consensus was that qualifying for the World Cup would have boosted morale across the island after the devastation of Hurricane Melissa, one of the strongest storms ever recorded in the Atlantic, which hit the southern western coast of Jamaica last month. At least 45 people were killed, according to the New York Times, and thousands of families have been left homeless. On the eve of the game, McLaren had said, we're doing it a lot for selfish reasons. But when you look at the horrific scenes of the last 2 weeks, we know the effects of what Hurricane has done for many, many people on the island, and we want to do it for them. Oliver, who has won awards for his work and has visited areas affected by Hurricane Melissa, thought McLaren visiting the sites affected might have created a bond that meant in testing moments during the Curacao game, fans would have stayed with him. Hell no. McLaren did inquire about assisting those affected, but the time between the storm hitting and camp was too tight, meaning he did not go. Oliver spoke of the burden of reporting what people were going through. Should I read all of that? I'll skip that, people. I'll skip that. Your mother roof. Sort out with the football. Even in difficult times, football has provided salvation. Stafford was helping to clear roadblocks. I'm not going to read that, people. McLaren's interest in taking charge of Jamaica originated when he took part in FIFA initiative after COVID-19 to examine youth pathways across the world and was tasked with Jamaica as well as other countries by Arsene Wenger. I didn't want to read that, people, because it's not part of the football. But we appreciate and we're saddened by what transpired in Jamaica. Reverend Morrison, who has 21 caps for Jamaica, said on the podcast last year that McLaren had told him when the pair crossed paths at Derby County in 2021-2022, he would manage the Reggae Boyz one day. Well, he did so because he had a reasonable speed. He beat Steve Bruce and Darren Moore to the job and went viral when filmed saying, "Seal it up," a term a colleague had greeted him with earlier. McLaren was unapologetic about trying to embrace the dialect as a means of connecting. It's a nice picture. McLaren, Simpson, Russell, Palmer, Maran Garden, Multi, King, enough people. He has known the heartache in big moments before, England being defeated by Croatia in the obvious example. But losing the big money championship playoff to Queen's Park Rangers when in charge of Derby was also painful, especially after McLaren had the team playing excellent football, including at the showpiece event at Wembley. He knows joy in crunch moments too, though as assistant to Sir Alex Ferguson on that unforgettable Championship League final night in Barcelona that clinched Manchester United's historic treble, and more recently in supporting Eric Ten Hag in the FA Cup final against Manchester City. He had input into the tailored tactical approach that day. We didn't see none of them tactics with Jamaica, zero. Those who know him say that despite the issues, he is invigorated by football and feels he would be a great number 2 to a younger head coach, or be well placed to become a club's technical director, having learned even more by experiencing the game in the CONCACAF region. On his career ledger, the successes of winning the Eredivisie with FC 20 and the League Cup with Middlesbrough balanced the tougher times at Newcastle United and Nottingham Forest. With McLaren's dream of leading a team out at the World Cup is over, blah, 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 blah. We're done. That was a New York Times article. You can go get it. It's an interesting article. What I draw from it, them want to pick the side themselves. Then I want the coach to pick him side. The coach can't pick him one team. Coach can't pick him one team, people. Them team in the right. Coach can't pick him one team. Let me take some of your comments, people, before me going on my thing today. Lord have mercy. Wait, on the like the show now, the like button, 100 like. I am very surprised if I survive the show today. I tell you the truth. I'd be shocked if I survive the show. Come on, get myself in that trouble. I'll be very shocked if I survive the show, people. All right, let me see some of the comments that I have. Let me put them up. Let me go back up the line, people. Give me a chance. I'm going to start talking now. I warm up. Look how much talent we got in football. Even Fibos are youth. Okay. I'm thinking how to respond to this comment. Well, here's what I've learned, people, in Jamaica. When I talk to certain people in Jamaica and talk about the national team to them, you know what I hear from them people? The complaints are, it's about their players not international team. I've never heard any one of them say about another player who they didn't coach or they're not associated in some way, shape, or form should be part of the national program. Really, do you ever hear that, people? It's always about their player, whether it's from their parish, whether it's from their club. It's always about them and their player. So I can understand when it comes to the coach, and if you have access to the coach, you want to influence the coach's decision. And that's why you used to hear me come here a lot and talk about conflict. Because when you're conflicted, you cannot be objective. When you're conflicted, you can't be objective. Because the conflict overrides everything. Now, this comment by Arabian official about Bossa Youth and it transitioned to eat a food, that's how we think. All the people who say they're nationalists and they're patriots, they're not telling the truth. They have no idea what it is to be a nationalist or a patriot. Zero. They're conflating and confusing the terms. So a nationalist or a patriot, somebody would sacrifice of themselves for their country. It's not all about them. The country comes first, and then you and whoever you're supposed to be comes second. I'll come third. You want to talk? I'll take one call, people. I'll take my call after this. Go ahead, caller. All right, hang up. Good. No, I call people, but me do a little soliloquy. Have to do it. Me have enough to say. So me start with me write a script today. All right? We'll cut through the emotions today, people. The propaganda, the nostalgia, it's a foolish argument. We're going at hard today, hard. And when we're done today, some people not gonna talk to me. But that's a lifestyle. Jamaica football remind me of West Indies cricket. Poor leadership, poor management, poor infrastructure, no development, no accountability, big talk, no action. The people who have platforms and big platforms in Jamaica, the media, those in position of authority, they all part of the same clique. They all cover each other. They all watch each other's back. I was on a program yesterday to ask a question, right? On KLSM, which I probably won't go back on. And I'll probably go try to call. They probably won't take my call when I'm done this evening. But you guys know me. I kind of burn bridges for fun. And I went to ask a question. And they were taking questions. They had their structure. They wanted to do their program. Rudolph Speid was on there. So I want to ask Rudolph a question. And they say I could get 2 questions, but I want to preface my question. So I figure, since I'm getting 2 questions, I say I'm only going to ask 1. I could preface my question. Now, my question was going to be this. This was going to be the preface. I don't even have it written down in place. I'm going to be preface, which is this. I'm looking at the camera. It was going to be, we have a number of players over the last number of years who have come to the program. Some of them are good players, some are not good players. And they're blamed when we fail. We have a lot of coaches who have come to the program. Some are successful. Some have fired us. Even the ones who are successful, we have fired, and some have fired us. How come to fire us? We fired Donaldson. And they have left, and we have failed and get blamed. We blame the football field. We blame all these things. And yet, when you're trying to fix a problem, you don't fix the symptoms, because if you fix the symptom, it will reoccur. You're not fixing the problem. You have to fix the root cause, which is, think about crime, for example. You're trying to fix crime with the police, but it doesn't work, because the underlying factors that inform poverty and inform criminality is based on, sometimes about how poor people is, the conditions they're in, the structure they live in, the corruption that might be there, and they got to feel they got to be part of. You have to fix those elements that informs this. You can't use the police to fix it, because the police kill 10, 15 more grow up, because they must struggle and times hard. You have to fix the root cause. You have to improve the economy. Conceptually, that's the same thing in sports. If you fire the coach, and you fire all the players, and you fire all the people who are cover you, and you fire all the fans, and you still have problems, then who left? Who left, people? What's left are the administrators. And they're the ones who are leading. McLaren said something great when he was leaving. But he basically was saying, you know what? I am a leader, and I'm going to sacrifice myself for the larger good. That's why I'm leaving, because I've failed. The people in power, in the JFF, who are running the football program, who have been failing miserably, continuously, they're not nationalists. They're not patriots. They're far from that. And they will tell you, and they'll beat their chest that they are. But as I said before, they have no idea what that means. So here's another thing, people. There's a saying they say in England, which has spread globally. Do you know what good looks like? That means, do you know excellence? Do you know what excellence looks like? When you see it, do you know it? Have you exposed yourself to excellence? The people in Jamaica, and I said that in my video the other day, a lot of them have been successful in Jamaica in a very local economy, local environment. They've been successful in a very small country. They have not exposed themselves. I was talking to my niece this evening and commending her about she's taking some risk, right? Because I see her here, and sometimes she's very comfortable and she's very shy. And I see her going out and going to Deloitte to go to conference at Deloitte and exposing herself. And I was pushing her to do that. I wasn't even pushing her. I was just watching her and telling her, giving her the topical guidance, let her make the decision. And she made herself very uncomfortable. As I commending her, you made yourself uncomfortable. You have to go in an environment where you know that you're not really ready for it, but you went there to do it, to see what it was like, to learn, to evolve, to develop. A lot of people in Jamaica, let me look at Short Monday, who run a program now in a little country with 3 million people and think them smart and them brilliant and them the great thing sliced bread. They haven't been exposed. So they have no idea what excellence look like. So when they say play all these local players, when it's very obvious, some of them are ready, then you understand why. They don't understand what excellence is. They're not work for big companies. They're not work for the big companies like a Apple or Amazon or Goldman Sachs or a BlackRock. They haven't done so. Or Barclays. They have not worked for those big companies. They don't know what excellence look like. They work for small. I didn't work for NBC or CBS. They work for small companies like RGR Conglomerate, which lost 550 million in Jamaica last year and another 600 million, lost money in 2 years in a row. They work for small organizations, but they're big fish in small ponds. But they've not been on the global stage to know what excellence looks like. Dr. Dan, you interrupt me so little, my youth. And Dr. Dan, you interrupt me so little.
Oh,
you're trying to save me from myself?
Sorry.
You're trying to save me from myself?
Sorry. Nah, I had an exam today. Well, I have a 2-day exam actually. I'm getting my board license exam. So I'm in the hotel right now. But I just wanted to call, man, because I am like most Jamaicans, very disappointed. But just want to give my 2-piece, because I know you did a post thing and I had to prepare for my exams. So I wasn't doing. But I watched the game like many people cranky and I was left disappointed. But what I noticed, like watching various different shows and comments and stuff, it's like I felt like the players, to me, they gave they gave their all, right? If you look at the game in general, we hit the post about 4 times, if I'm not sure. The defense did its job because they didn't score, right? They didn't score, so they technically did their job. And I also saw people beating the coaches for bringing on Russell and all that stuff. My point towards that is that we're playing long ball. Russell's go to his head. That's kind of why we did that. So his other subs was kind of like why he took off Damari Green, put on Kaim Dick. It was kind of, I would have put on Whisper first, but it was a little bit different. But I think my point I really want to make is that the pitch was very poor. So I remember you said this a couple months ago, and I spent some time around JFF. I was there for a whole weekend. Man can attest this. I've had conversation with the coach. I've had conversation with the physio. I've had conversation. They privy me to certain information, which you and I, talk offline. That so it's like they actually don't have any money, which is true. So I see a lot of people saying how we can get development here and development there. I don't think people understand that you need to win tournaments. You need to go to tournaments in order to get money. You have to, So it's like. The reason why the likes of Argentina, Spain, England can do all these things, develop the country and all that stuff, apart from their leagues, is that they go to tournaments and they win or they advance further on into tournaments. So that's kind of something that a lot of people don't seems to understand. So right now. Next thing I do realize is that I watched the interview today with Craig Butler, and I'm just like, I kind of watched it and I was listening to it, and just like you said, he was just saying a lot of things, and he was just bringing up his Phoenix players. He was saying that he would have done a better job. The coach didn't want to be here. He was just quoting like incorrect things. And I just think that, the problem is each time we get a coach, we run the coach away because winning cures everything. But we don't have a system. We don't have something. Do we need to uproot everybody in JFF? Probably, but I think there's something that we can learn from this going forward, but I'm hoping that we'll make it through the playoffs.
I have no comments on the playoffs. I have no comments on the play. I'm in this really bad space, people. I'm not gonna comment on play. I think this show was supposed to be about that, Then somebody sent me this thing about Speed wanting to be the coach, so I think I need to talk about it. So, hey.
All right, I was just calling, but
I appreciate the call. Sorry, I appreciate the call.
Zebib is telling me to go, so let me just listen in. All right, Zebib.
All right, cool.
Sorry.
So let me go on and that was Dr. Dan people. I'm saying I'm taking my exam, so make me my break. So people, let me just say this, people. let me keep going. Let me keep myself in trouble. Just finish that done. The man them talk big people. Them beat them chest, If you talk to them, beat them chest, And you realize they don't know. And sometimes people may talk to some people. I listen to them and they might try to manipulate me, people. I laugh, Come here, I say to myself, you're unharmed. You think you're armed, but you're unharmed. If you deal with some people, sometimes you just smile and talk to me. I say to myself, I don't care what you want to tell me. I don't know what you talk about. I look for you, I listen to you, I laugh for you. If you see you deal with me a certain way, I mean, that no sense, because if you say you're so smart, and you don't realize that you're unharmed. You can't tell me nothing. I'm coming to know everything because you know what? Me expose myself. I'm going to come with Mason. Ah, Lord, Mason, Mason. Mason, now listen, Mason, man.
Cranky.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember?
Me dep on the live, you know.
Me know, man. You remember me call you one day and me said to you, say, you're sure, say, the JFF, I give the man when him forget. Remember me did ask you that?
Yeah.
All right. It come around full circle now, right?
Yeah, well, we know they don't have money, man.
But I never said they don't have no money. You see, if you're not, let me tell you something. So when you run a business, you know, if you have money sometime for your business successful, you know, you just got to be smart. You just got to be smart. And if they're smart, them not have no money and them smart, them get what them want. Cause listen, you hear what the paper say? The man have to take money out of his pocket and pay for people for turn up.
Yeah. So they probably pay him and then he paid his assistant or bring his assistant over. Because he need help. Right. Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to look on you have to look on what me that said to you in the beginning. Because I said to you, say, you don't feel like the JFF I screw the man over, them not give him forget and them a try call the shot. Me ask you that question then and you said to me, say, boy, could be, but it come full circle now. So we can't even blame the man now. We say, boy, him screw up the thing. The man go under immense pressure and him just can't deal with it no more. And him just say, you know what? Because sometimes, you know, Cranky, you go through a thing, you know, and you just reach to a point where you just say, you know what, enough is enough. I can't go no further. Let me just watch this thing I go through.
Yeah.
And maybe at this so the man reach and the man say, you know what, it is what it is, man. At this point, when this over, when we lose tonight, we just quit.
Well, apparently, because he wrote his speech. He wrote his speech before the game.
Yeah.
It wasn't a few notes. He jotted down his speech before the game.
So I know exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. He did.
You know what I want. Me now want to get to it now. Me just want to point out to you, say, me did say it to you.
Yeah.
You know, in the beginning, say, boy, maybe JFF now do what them for do and it hurt you.
Yeah, no, I hear you, Mason. All right.
So me keep on going, bro.
Yeah, I'm blessed. By the way, people, Mason has a catering service. It's called Mason Catering Services. You can find it on the web. He does catering. Seems like he does a great job. I haven't tasted his food yet, by the way. So, I recommend it. Come in, taste it. Don't come blame me. But in my catering service. So when we taste it, come in, ask me if we can taste the food. But in my catering service, go up on the web and look it up. The pictures are beautiful, by the way. Anyway, me keep going. Diaspora reality, no country club, clear me, I tell the people. Diaspora thing. We got enough thing, people, because the failure of Jamaica football resides with one set of people. When FIFA pushed them for changing 14 criteria and the 14 structure, they manipulate it to still allow them for win them thing. And people like me support the JFF, you know, when them process to get elected, you know, because the alternative wasn't that great. It's the lesser of two evils, right? And I supported the less evil, I thought. But then the less evil don't know when to give up and have people run it. You are a failure. You have been failing. So why the hell do you want to keep going to job? And you have the audacity to say you want to come coach a team? Really? Really? You feel organization miserably. And nobody can find it. Okay, you say me, you're upon something and say you're elected. You're on KLS, say elected. An election process and people elect you. It's an oligopoly. Me mentioned by me video people. It's about 50-something organization people have vote. I don't know, million of people have vote. I don't like Jamaica election. Nobody now vote. Most of the people in China will say, no, we are fire all of them. It's a clique. The football teams, them get 2 votes each. The parish presidents, if them get their money, them all right. I saw it go. I tell you it go. Then get their money, them all right. When I think Dennis Chung leave the JFF, can't be the Monday. JFF can run FID, big organization, investigation organization. Why do you left? Then bring him in, you know? And because he put structure and governance in, them want to get rid of him. Because he now make things run a certain way. Kind of that him used to. Him used to governance, which means you put appropriate controls in place to manage things. Them couldn't deal with it. Then get rid of him. And then them tell me, say me toxic people. Enough of them. Someone me used to deal with me no more people. You can't know me I talk about. Me not fit put no name. Someone me used to deal with me no more. Well, maybe I'm not deal with them. Because I'm in a frenemy thing. Because when you go behind me back and tell people to talk to me, and when you come tell me, I'm in a frenemy thing, people. You have to go. You're a cancer. Just like the rest of them. I'm going to talk and cover them out. Let me keep going. Now, here's the thing, people. The diaspora players don't live in one lonely place, you know. As a diaspora people, we're not lonely place. So me want to talk about the home fans, them want if you give off yourself for them, they don't want to give you nothing. You hear me, I say people? Them want tech and only football, you know. People at Jamaica, they want enough of them. I don't say everybody at Jamaica. But enough of them want tech and they don't want to give nothing. And Jamaica can't do nothing for we. Let me say that again, people. Me not cover my mouth. The Jamaica, as Leon Bailey said, them can't do nothing for we. And here's the worst thing about it. Where we live, America or England or anywhere we do, they don't want we either. They don't claim you. They might see back on my name, they want everybody America to go back on the yard. It was interesting the other day, Ian Wright highlighted England's inability to handle black excellence. The man never beat Billingham. Ian Wright said they have a black superstar and they don't do black superstar. They want yes people, they want they want house Negroes. So when you're black in them country there, them try to bring you down. Them bad mind, as they say Jamaica. And then when you try to go back home, they don't want you. They say they only want local people. They don't want to deal with you. Prejudice dressed up as analysis. They want a local place in the team. And the bad thing about it is they're not good enough to get those players to be good enough. Let me repeat it again. People not taking my call yet. Not taking my call. People not taking my call yet. The people are not good enough to get those players to be at the level they need to be good enough. The people who are coaching them, right? The people are coaching. People start talking about mixed race. Not done with the mixed race nonsense. If you're half black, if you're 1/10 black, you're black. Not done the bullshit. No, I'm me tonight, people. We're not mixed race thing. We never try to say about mixed race. If you're half black, if you're in America, you're 1/10 of 1% black, you're black. There's no mixed race bullshit. You're on one side of the coin. We don't know what I talk about. And that make me get upset tonight. Me to not do them thing there. And I try to defeat somebody's argument and no one not talk about. By the way, let me say something about something. Reggae Boyz blogger company. Where the Reggae Boyz blogger? Where they? You know that chat? Okay, you are a moron. Where they? Come on, me talk about John Wall. I'm saying John Wall sued the JFF and wanted money. And in my company program talk about nothing to go some blah 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 whatever. Did you hear Rudolph Speid yesterday? I'm a PF John Wall. Can go FIFA. Them a PF John Wall. I'm a PF John Wall. Me tell them that from long time. People them call me. Me have conference call with people. Me can't come and talk about everything. And if you don't know, he's a moron, Reggae Boyz blogger. Where the Reggae Boyz blogger? You damn asshole, you idiot. Yes, people me vex. I'm gonna see what I want to say. Now, of course, no bad word do. And in Jamaica, people, the regular media. Me I listen to KLS, you know. Me I listen to Sports Explosion, you know, people. Did they tell the JFF to resign, people? Did they tell the JFF to resign? All the money, my friend. Them can't say nothing because they want interview, you know. Them want interview. And them can't take no risk. So them not beat nobody because them can't take the risk and not interview them. And some people draw people. Toxic boss draw people. Rudolph draw people to when them come on, hundreds of people. Hundreds and hundreds. That's why I'm not have no more guessing. I'm not call nobody to come on my program. Because I'm not compromise my integrity and my principles for nobody. Me I say what up on my mind. If you can't take the heat, you can come sit down. If you don't take the heat, me not care. You hear me say? Me can't take the heat. If you don't want to come on my program, if you don't want to come on YouTube, because we're toxic, then me can't live with it. Me not care. I am beside myself. It's not just the qualification, people. It's the ineptitude. It's the incompetence. And the crap keep on going. Our black nations are putting up with so much crap with these people and know what they are doing. They don't know what they are doing. And it's beyond. And people, my life on the earth not much more longer than I'm old. I get old every day. I will never see Jamaica go to a World Cup. I have never going to see Jamaica go to a World Cup, people. It's unbelievable. Me not support England. Me not support America when it comes to football. Me support Jamaica. All the man want to beat diaspora. Me see Robbie them on AFTV. Me see Curtis them. All the man want to support Jamaica. Me I follow them from England. I call me. I text me and they matter. We're going to qualify. Me say qualification on top of the nonsense, man. All I want to support Jamaica. And Jamaica don't like you know. The man don't like you know. They don't want nothing to do with you know. They don't want nothing to do with the people. They don't want to deal with you know. How much money to send them out? I say, man, I follow them. I run out about barrel them. I say, me barrel. Me go Dennis shipping. Me can't walk out the Dennis shipping. You have barrel out there. And they don't want to deal with you know. They don't want to deal with you know. All they want to do is get and tech. And the one them in charge, people, they are the worst. The one them want to run things, them are the worst. And them a call people program talk about me G, me this. The man in G, my youth, I want to wrong. The man they are user. Local media is compromised. Where's the local media calling for resignation for the JFF people? Where's the local media? Where is the local media saying this? We have had enough of this nonsense. Curacao went to the World Cup with not one born player who started against Jamaica. Not one born player who born at Curacao who come and play against me and get a 0-0 result and go World Cup. And all these fools do every day is complain. We do have more local players in the team. Which local player? Well, there got to be some diamond in the rough. We need midfield. Where's the midfielders? Well, we've never really produced any midfielder, but we think we had them on the island. You have to search really hard. Get your needle and go find one. People, me have to scratch myself in the cuss bad word, you know. Me I feel like pinch myself and put needle in my hand and turn my finger and in the cuss bad word. Me the foo people in my talk. That no sense. Me get the man them, me call some people and say, boy, Tyrese Hall, go look at him now. He's a good player, you know. Man, they come back to me and say, well, we did look at him, but he's one for the future. The same Tyrese Hall who are playing at the same league as Dixon. The man have 6 goals and 1 assist. He's been told one of the next big thing in England. It may not materialize, you know. He might score goal from midfield. He might do really well. We need midfielders. When I'm going to look at it, people, if me could have ball, I'm not know if I ball. Because I ball thing. I cry thing. I cry people. But I'm so tired. I said, in the middle of the show, probably just cut off the show because I'm so vexed. Most of the wrong thing, people. The JFF job is to push local players, but they don't adapt them, you know. They don't make them get ready for get leave, you know. And the players' attitude stinks. I saw Richard King I call up people, you know, Richard King on the field. He might berate Pinnock. And Pinnock go and like a wimp and the man berate him. You're a big baller from EPL. You might get old. You can berate me pan on field. You're idiot. You're a fool. Berate 2 pan on field. Why go sit down? And Pinnock just take it. Because I'm a professional. Me not take it. You berate the man pan the field. You have trope you in the year when something go wrong. Like you're a big baller. You kick with the ball every time. 4 of 19 long pass. Like you're making no good pass to nobody. You berate the man on the field. You go on. So you've been doing it for a while now. More than one people come complain to me. So they want to look at you. I'm so indisciplined. Eh? I'm so indisciplined. And we put up with the nonsense all the time. We allow this nonsense to fester and to grow. Because everybody want licky, they want something. Then put up with the nonsense. It's not good, people. When I talk about the football on our plan, where's the technical director we have Jamaica football? The JFF is a failed entity. Nobody in JFF should be coaching the national team. I'm sorry. That is bullshit. Bullshit. But you want coach which national team? People say, me not take no call yet, star. Me not take no call yet. Me vent first. I feel better, me call. We have to do a long program tonight. Me not take no call yet. Me have vent first. I make myself feel better. Me vex. Me pass vex. Me wonder what happened to me, because you know, so when we not qualify, me not feel nothing, you know. Me cannot feel. Me not feel nothing at all. Me want to all people say me not crying in my car. Me not feel nothing. Nothing over me. It's like me numb. It's like me numb. People, me not feel nothing, you know. Me not feel sad. Me sleep like a baby. Me wonder, what to me star? I'm gonna love the boss. I'm gonna love the country. What to me not say nothing? And now the anger start bothering on me, because when time me not feel good, me not feel sad. Me get vexed. Man saying one coach national team. How can you wait, Rudolph, I'm talking to you, Rudolph. You're coach national team, Rudolph. What kind of football am I play? Because Cavaliers play kick and run football. I'm here toxic boss Butler. I'm calling him me toxic boss Butler talk about say, oh, we have to play to our strengths. You can't even write English but play to no strength. Because you have 2 footballers who come to the program. Which midfielder ever coach Butler? Let me midfielder them there. Me call you out. Which midfielder, me speak spooky. Me chat part what you know. Which midfielder ever coach? You get no boots up because you have 2 players come to your system and they do really well. And everybody want to kiss your ass. You ain't that good. You ain't that smart. You can't even write English. Stop the nonsense, my youth. And yeah, this the foreign youth them. Stop your nonsense, my youth. Idiot thing you talk. Nonsense you chat. You don't know nothing about nothing. And people in Jamaica want to praise you like you're the next coming to God. Eh? The people in Jamaica, enough of them, they have no idea what excellence look like. None. People have done the program early, people. I done the program early. I don't want to talk no more. Can I get more and more vexed because me hate incompetence. Me hate ineptitude. Me hate people who think that them good and them not good. Me take off my jacket. Them good and think that them not good. They don't know what good look like. They have never been around excellence. They don't know how to comport themselves. They don't know how to operate. They don't have no vision. And it's unforgivable for the media, including KLS and Sports Explosion and all the other and the Observer and the Gleaner, not to be calling this out. And then they want to talk about a we toxic. You think if in England this could happen, people? You think if in America that could happen? Them run off the Federation already, them run them way. What you talk about? Them run them way. That could happen to Man U, then I run them way. You feel it, but you want to coach a national team. Coach which national team? Coach which team? You coach national team and you feel. What cover days win this year, people? Them never goes past CONCACAF. Coach which national team? We have Papi Shua. Oh, you coach national team? You Papi Shua? Oh, what we are talking about, Star? You coach a national team and you now win nothing. Hey, me like Michael Ricketson. Michael Ricketson, if you resign, man, youth. Me like you. You're a great person. Good personality. But you know what? You pass your time, man, youth. We need some new blood in the JFF. People don't stop putting up with the nonsense. People don't push for the man and leave. I came on the program saying, you know what? The diaspora player should not go play for the Jamaica, including Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood not come no way. And then I said to myself, if we did that, then we give in to the people them who are failure. Because if you say you love something, you can't give up on it so easy. Because I was coming here tonight saying, Bobby Reed, even though you don't play well, Pinnock, you don't play well, me that trade in. All I know. No come back. No come back. The people don't want to know them team. But then I realized that's not true. Because when we said the people, we have put everybody in the same bucket. We have put everybody in the same bucket, people. We are saying all the people should be in the same bucket. We're saying everybody in Jamaica is like that. And yet, a lot of people local are like that in the football community. But the people in the football community are the ones failing Jamaica. People, we're trying to improve coaches and we beat ourselves. I got my badges. And we got Trinidad got with coaches. Trinidad is a failing country in a lot of respects, including their football. And Trinidad is where we get our lessons from. The blind teaching the blind. You know what people? The blind are teach the blind. That's why the football can the Caribbean can't go away. All of them I see them. The Caribbean has 31 votes in CONCACAF and they have zero power. Zero power. America, Mexico, and Canada had them run on a string in Latin America. And them have all the power, because them have all the voting rights. I don't know. Right. And then man at time so cranky, you're going like you're smart. Eh? I have struggled being in this space, I must admit. I struggle in the YouTube space because I'm a very emotive person. And sometimes when you've grown in a certain environment where you're professional, and some people are going to see me and say, I cannot believe that is XYZ. That's what my real name is. Operating that way. But they don't understand the passion that you have for certain disciplines that you're engaged in. And sports are a different thing. You see, some people in a certain environment, you want to say, how that person can be in an environment operating that way when you don't really know them. And that's probably true. Because if you look at Damian Lowe, for example, on the football field, he's a monster. Off the field, Damian Lowe is the nicest person. I've met Damian. I said, Damian in my youth. Man, I want to talk to him because I beat you. And the man said, what are you talking about my youth? Come take the picture with me, man. What are you talking about? And I smile because he's the person I've seen. I've seen him when he had a fight with the JFF. I've seen how he articulated himself. He was more professional in the organization. They're very unprofessional. And most of the people at JFF I communicate with have been nice people. I have nothing against Europe people. Me communicate with speed sometime, now, people. One of the things I never communicate with speed sometime, you know. Sometimes it's not a pleasant communication. Communicate with him sometime. He and I have what I call a relationship. We engage sometime. But me can't be a hypocrite. Rudolph, you should resign, Rudolph. Me sorry, Rudolph, you should resign. So should Michael Ricketts. I think Rudolph can do a good job in CONCACAF. But if you leave Jamaica alone, sorry, Rudolph. Respect your intelligence, but you feel. Even if you're brilliant, Rudolph, you feel. You can't coach a national team, Rudolph. We don't have it. Sorry. Can't coach a national team. We're not dealing with that. We can't deal with that. You and your friend Maverick go on CONCACAF or something. Because he's a hypocrite. Me bring him up people. He's a hypocrite. Him can't talk about me talk. Because he not get more interview. And all him do is check his pocket. Me not check my pocket. I am beside myself when we have failed so miserably that people have the audacity to say they want to run things still. If a foreigner, who's not one of us, even though you look at we're one of you, can come and say he's resigning because leaders, when they fail, need to make the right decision. Why aren't our leaders sacrifice themselves if they're nationalists for the country? Please explain that to me. Why aren't our leaders sacrifice themselves for the country if they believe the country comes first? You know why? Because they're selfish. They're not about the country. They're about influence and power and ego and themselves. I heard Margaret say today that the person Pankelis is a narcissist. And is there something worse than a narcissist? Man, go looking at the mirror. You know no mirror on you. Man, go find him. By the way, people, if you hate my rant, you can't subscribe to the program. But if you ever want to deal with me, subscribe to the program, people. Someone don't say why we don't like the money, I know. But I can't help you. I can't help you, people. I can't help you. But here's what I'm saying, people. The man asks, what the guy name? Orville? Because I know Zidane. I never really know him that well. I'm never really a program because anytime I try to call the other day, I ask about something, and the man I try to tell me what I say. Like me not nonsense. All right, people, me have to drop some things. And someone who want to subscribe will subscribe. Who don't want to subscribe, I phone no business. So I say. The man ask the man, what's worse than a narcissist? Look at the mirror, my youth. Are you not a mirror on you? Or the mirror can't see you? Which one is it? Anyway, let's keep going. Now, you know what, people? I came to this show this evening to talk about the draw that took place, to talk about New Caledonia, to talk about Congo, to walk you through the setup and the configuration and the permutations, what that entails and what we can do, to bring to you a number of plays I thought we could naturalize. And then somebody texts me and say, Rudolph Speid saying one coach a national team. I'm just going on YouTube and change the whole thing. Because I'm vexed. Me just feel temper, my temper just boil up, and my skin start boil up, and me get vexed. Now, Rudolph went to the national team as technical advisor, right? Right? The CM team will pick 5 midfielder for the last window. He was also part of the technical team that got the list for Gold Cup that had 2 midfielders. And then him slide out and say, nothing to do with it. He wouldn't do that. Rudolph, please be accountable and accept responsibilities for your actions. The reason why you go on KLS and Maverick program, because they not press you. Them not press you, Rudolph. Them not go press you. If you come on my program, you go get pressed. And Rudolph, me tell you something, Rudolph, because I don't like say them thing. You tell me, me not know. But you tell me one day, 2 people watch my program. But about 3 I watch it now. About 3 I watch it now, Rudolph. About 3 I watch it now. You tell me one day, no. Say about 2 people watch my program. And that was probably true. Maybe ain't 1. But that about 3 I watch it now, Rudolph. If you say me not reach, me not reach, me can't really affect nothing. But me not talk still. If I have 1 person that watch me, then listen to me. Me appreciate that. People, do not accept mediocrity. Do not accept mediocrity in your life in total, right? Don't accept mediocrity, people. Please expose yourself so you can improve your totality of your being. This is an old person talking, I tell you this. Person who have been there a little bit. Please, just in your life in general. And you should know mediocrity when you see it. And we know mediocrity in football when we see it. The football in Jamaica is failing. Yes, some of the facilities have improved. But we're not teaching our kids to play good football. I sent someone from JFF the strategy for Spain, because nowadays Spain's their number 1 football team in the world. They're the benchmark. And I said, what do you do? You read it? I said, no, I'm try it. And I smiled because I realized Paul Edwards, this is not the day, Paul. Trust me, Paul. This is not the day. You're part of the problem, not part of the solution. This is not the day, Paul. You want when you're Reggae Boyz blogger, this is not the day. Trust me, this is not the day. Someday you get bother cranky. Today, not one of them did it. Trust me. Me wouldn't even bother myself. But anyway, and the person sitting there read it, and I smile and said to myself, say, you don't know what good looks like. You actually have a view. The person, I think in my mind, you actually have a view that you're good at what you do. You think you've been taught well. Well, maybe you got trained that you learn something. But you really don't know what good looks like. You really don't. And it's sad. No, take some comments. If people don't want to call in now, they can't. Me have much to say people. You can't call in if you want to call in now. I'm supposed to have a guest tonight and not turn up, you know. Daisy said that there's a reason I have a two-faced mass drama in my AVI. I can see people's motives and I peeped Speed's when he was technical advisor. I repeated. Speed can coach national team. Speed of coach national team. Rudolph got run CONCACAF. Good night.
Cranky.
Yes. Who is this?
Can give me just don't say Rich Boss. Rich Boss, them call me.
All right, go on, Rich Boss. Go on.
All right. You know, say spot on with everything you said. Like, why make them not give you the JFF for run?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not that smart.
Cranky. Oh, please.
I'm not that smart.
Oh, please.
I'm not that smart. First of all, people, message people. First of all, no person in diaspora, they're much more qualified people in diaspora than I am. 10 times more qualified. And you can't run the JFF if you live in the diaspora or if you live in Jamaica. You have to be in Jamaica for 10 years. They set it up that only local people can be involved. You have to be there 10 years to run the organization. 10 years. Think about it, people. 10 years. So if you move to Jamaica, you did 9 years, you can't be involved in leadership. They're the same old people doing the same old thing with the same outcome. Seriously.
Boy, Cranky, you tell us that them people and have no love for the country. Them remind me of the African people in Africa was sitting in a power from Wapi kill Philip.
Yep.
And now move. I feel them offspring now, at Jamaica, you know?
Yeah.
I feel them offspring now because I see them in a different location. And them same one there.
Yep.
If you check them DNA, them probably related.
Kenya is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Man, I brag how rich him is after him father done thief up all the money. But anyway.
So what me trying to say is that, Cranky, them people, them not care about the people, them not care about them people. I say them wicked. Me never know a human being can wicked until me buck up on my own people them. And then me start to think about them. I start to see the correlation between the African countries, them and Jamaica, and just how the similarities in terms of behavior, the mindset, and certain things. I mean, I said, no man, it simply means that DNA is more spiritual than we think.
Yeah.
Because if as you said, if it was in Europe or in Asia and the poor level of competence, the level of incompetence that have been portrayed by these men, whether it's in politics or we localize it to football, it's unbearable. And they don't have the love enough to say, you know what? As bad as we want to say, we can respect McLaren enough to say, you know what? Him walk away from the job, as you said. But these men have failed times and times again, and them not have the inch of mercy and benevolence to say, you know what? I'm going to walk away because I've disrupted the course of my country. I've tried and I've done my best and I've failed. Because they have monopolized the media, as you said, and the eat a food mentality where, you know, my birthday man who me now this way the Monday anything them can company ends and drink to liquor. No, I can make a one phone call to them man and things happen to me. You see that mentality there? It a mash up Jamaica, you know?
Yeah.
The mentality there, it mash up the country so till it's unbelievable. And me tell them already, I say, uno the normal worker them with the Jamaica, uno go feel it. Because when the rich people them link the politician them for the contract, right? And then the politician them look on the cycle, Cranky. The rich people them link the politician them for the contract. Whether it's for the port or whatever, as the hotel them monopolize certain things. And then the politician them now rob up the country for be like the rich people them. But who are so far? The poor working class. And then now the poor working class, they're somewhere between the middle. And then you have the criminal them at bottom now where target the working class too. So is that the working class do? And the people them sit down and literally attack this. And me I try to wonder, Cranky, where did we go wrong for the people to become so docile? Is it true that they were always docile? When did we become so docile, Cranky?
I don't think they're docile, and I think they don't believe they can influence change. So you remember when the finance minister triple wages for the politicians? About 2 people go protest down on something the Euro Circle for a couple of days and then go back at them yard. There's not, you see like how here you have the Epstein file and there's sustained pressure. They come from all angles, and at some point it become overwhelming. People know they will lose them seat, and then no one lose them seat. That's how it has to work, which is those people realize they have something to lose, and you know, take it, and therefore they have to leave. You have to find a way to push them out. You can't maintain the status quo. The fact that we have the comfort to come in public domain and have the audacity to say you want to come run the country football program after you feel miserably says everything. The fact that you have the view that you could actually do that, it says everything. If I fail miserably and say, you know what? If I fail to be country company and lose money, right? I was the assistant. No, I was in the board, and then I said I want to become the CEO, come up on the board, and never lose money. I'm involved in selecting who run the program. And what's happening now? Rudolph and the technical committee. I said Rudolph, because the man say Rudolph I am. Rudolph select the coach, and the coach failed, and Rudolph is the same one become the coach. What we a drink? what we a drink?
Party shop. Not even party shop.
No, not party shop, man. Party shop I do well, man. Tasty I do well.
Bar. Because there's no way, man. He's mocking us, basically. He's literally mocking us.
He might tell you can't do nothing about it because him run things. He's a dictator thing, you know. People. I saw dictator running people. Donald Trump, you know. No, I'm not Donald Trump because people might say about Donald Trump. Take that back. It is on Putin.
But Cranky, look at now. What me tell Mr. Cranky is this. The behavior of these men, similar men, have spread across the entire public sector. This is the behavior because them see all the politicians them do it. And I say, but we can do this too. And the Jamaican people, them not serious enough to say, no, we are stand up. You see, anytime the Jamaican people them start stand up for something, them are gonna get what they deserve. But them people realize that the Jamaican people them licky and the eat of food mentality and the local slavery mentality that they have, it still exists. Mr. Man, I hype up Whisper, bro. In all honesty, Whisper is not ready, and that's why I'm can't break into the church the first team.
Well, I'm not gonna be Whisper. I'm a potential.
We not in my potential, but you see attitude and certain things. You see certain basic things. Me not take the potential from him. You're right, but you see the attitude and certain basic things them should have learned that he should have known. For example, one as a baller, you have to know to protect your ball. Me not say Whisper protecting ball. Whisper can't protecting ball, and that's what the man put off and put. Next thing, Kaim Dixon is not good enough. He has the attitude, but he does not have the potential like Whisper. And that's what people
Kaim Dixon was forced into the national team by the people. Sorry. Kaim Dixon is a little youth. He's not ready for the national team.
The man got Charlton and Charlton ship him out. They feel like the Charlton ship him out because them hate Jamaicans or them not want him player. They realize that they're not ready. And me, I want
to beat the player this evening. Because we beat them. I don't want to beat the player this evening.
All right. Me not really beat them, but let's focus on the head. Me see Ricketts and all of them, and but to see that brother named Speid, I feel like the Speid have more influence over Ricketts, you know. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean he de facto runs the JFF.
Yeah, I feel like say a Speid around the JFF because it's when I realize with him now, if you realize I see him attitude, him short.
I take a call out, I not cut you, but so we have to say, I take another call. See you last, I take another call.
Yeah, he's short and confident because he knows the trap where him set and the power that he wields within that sector.
Yeah, he does. Thanks to the call, man. Rich man, thanks to the call, yeah. Good night. Hello. Well, other bucket in the background. Who am I speaking to? Hello.
Cranky.
What you say?
I just school is determined, Cranky. How you doing?
I have been better.
Well,
I have been better. Wait, the man said 2 minutes per call. I give you 5.
Come on, Cranky. Give me 5.
Yeah, I give you 5.
You see, Cranky, I remember when you first came on the show, you think I was trying to antagonize you because everything that you say, I go behind you and say something else, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
But I know that was what you was thinking, but no, that's not what I was thinking. That was it, Cranky. Your intelligence is different, and that's what I saw. It was never to push Cranky or put him in a mode of just put Damien in this zone. No, it was never that. But I don't know what happened today, Cranky, but something happened and you snapped. Right?
Yeah, I snapped when I got the picture saying Rudolph when I coach the national team. That's when I snapped.
That's when you snap. All right.
Yeah. I mean, the program was going to be that. The program was about the playoffs, what we need to do to get there, what players I think should be replaced, who should come into the team, I wasn't going to talk about the coach because that's some situation I heard about. What's his name from Canada? And then somebody texts me. I won't say who texts me. Somebody who's well known, by the way, who texts me that Rudolph saying want to coach the national team, and I lost it. I'm sorry. You can't fail and then wanna say you wanna get the job when you failed. You were the technical advisor. You failed. You're part of the failing group. You select the coach. You failed. You fire coaches who do well. You can't coach a national team. That's not okay.
I hope it's a hope.
Especially when you play kick and run football. Nah, man, tell me nonsense, man.
Kick and run or not. He's not there to say it's too much. You have other coaches, Jamaican born, that's overseas, that's doing well, that has the qualification. These are the guys that we need to get. Jamaica is a very unique place, Cranky, and I'm sure you know that because you understand the mind of Jamaicans that's living at home, and these people understand the mind as well. I always say to people, Jamaica is like big brother, little brother. Jamaica mirrors Nigeria. It's the same exact thing. You go to Ghana, Ghana is like you have places in Ghana that looks like Jamaica, but the mindset is not the same. You go to Nigeria and it's like it's the mindset is the exact same thing. Exact same thing. You look at the federation, is the exact same thing. Right? And Cranky, when it comes to a change, I remember when you were on the show and you were talking about Ricketts. Let me start off with him. And you're saying that Ricketts is a good person. And he probably is. I don't know the guy.
No, he's a really nice person. You would like him if you meet him. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Dan said the same thing. He met him. He's the nicest person you'll ever meet. He's the nicest person you'll ever meet. Period.
But that's fine. But the thing is, Cranky,
but he should resign.
Yeah, but he could be as nice as he want, no problem. But these guys are getting paid to do a job, and they're failing miserably.
Yeah,
and that's all. And that's it. You know, you're a nice person, but you're not moving the needle. It's just not working, right? So I like to start there, then move on to what's next. What do you see next as far as, because you're saying that this organization is like they have absolute power, and I firmly don't believe that. Especially when
they do because
you rely on money from other people.
they have absolute power. Now you can withdraw your money as a fan, but they have absolute power. They ain't got no money anyway.
But that's what I'm trying to say. How can somebody have absolute power when they don't have absolute amount of resource? It doesn't add up.
No, it does add up. It does add up.
How?
So they can run it into the ground. They're still going to be leading it because that's how FIFA works. Right? So they have an electoral process. They got elected. They can serve for a period of time. You can't get them out before then. If the government tried to do so, the people would just lock down the program. So FIFA is corrupt, so it's part of the whole corruption process. I'm not saying anybody's corrupt individual. I'm saying the FIFA is a corrupt organization. They have been forever. And the way they run their business and the way they support federations and the way a lot of federations operate tells you what it is.
But Cranky, do you know why FIFA is adding so many new countries to World Cup? Right?
Generate more money.
Generate
more. It's all about money.
Exactly, to generate more money. And they've, I think it was, I can't remember which group or which was threatening to have like a sort of a World Cup within their own, right? So they decided that, you know what, they're gonna put pressure on as far as letting new countries come in, so that won't happen. And also, the other day they started paying out money to different countries to let their star players play.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a total business. But what I'm trying to say is this, Frankie. I don't believe that this administration have that much power, especially when you're a beggar.
All right. So make you 1 more minute. I phone every minute. Give you 1 more minute.
All right. So for me, Cranky, when it comes to Cranky, can't do it by himself. Yes, he has the radio wave and he has the frequency for it to get out, but you have to galvanize enough supporters and you have to galvanize your colleagues that's around you so this can be something effective.
No, the media in Jamaica needs to stop being hypocrites. The Mavericks of the world and explosion, it's 97, KLAS, they stop not to be hypocrites, stop being bought, not literally with money, but being bought by relationship, being bought by access, and not call it. And the Gleaner and us Observer have to do better. They're part of the problem. They're not part of the solution. They're allowing ineptitude. They're allowing mediocrity. They're allowing complacency. They're allowing this to transpire, to happen, and to continue. It's not okay.
But all of these, this is the good old boys club. This is how our country operates, and we have to understand it and accept it for what it is, right? I'm talking about the change that starts here, right? The diaspora always managed to send money home. You see what's going on with this hurricane.
They don't care about diaspora. They just want to get the money. They don't give a damn about diaspora. They don't.
But you know what? But I can't blame them. You know why I can't blame them? Because they have found ways to manipulate.
No, they're entitled. They're entitled. We have created a sense of entitlement. It's not only this. In my family too. I will tell you an example. I sent a long time ago. I sent $1,000 to somebody in Jamaica. And you know what? You know what? Them tell the person who get the money. That's all him send. And the person gets so vexed, then come back and tell me, they didn't want to talk to me. I know they might remind me years afterwards. But I'm saying because you create entitlement. They're entitled.
Somewhat, but the thing is, I think we have to understand. I think we don't want to understand the mindset of our people back home.
Make it 30 more seconds.
I think we need to understand the mindset of our people back home and accept it for what it is.
All right.
Right. And when you accept it for what it is, then now
maybe stop sending money. Then they may know them. They will stop sending money. They will see what them do.
But that's what I'm saying. You have to put a stronghold on what we're doing here.
Yeah.
In order for them to get what they want, we have to get what we want.
Yeah, that's true.
How it's supposed to operate.
Yeah, I
but
agree
we
with you.
don't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway,
all right, so thanks for the comment. Thanks for the comment.
Yeah.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. No, man. No.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Man, listen, man.
Because you know you push back and complain. Because you want 10 hours
man,
you're like cataract. I'm past that.
No,
yeah, come like cataract and past that. But go on, let me stop that. Go on.
No, me not take 5 minutes. Hear this. Them used to have a man. Me know me you talk about 98 already. You say you never did really dead them out with 98.
I wasn't in Jamaica. I was here.
Right. But the same thing, the conversation that you're having now is what the Burrell administration went through.
Okay.
But Burrell did set a trend and them tell the boy them say, move and go, me don't want you, nothing for you. We go just win this thing and watch the whole of the fall in line. You see the whole of the Confederate brother them did hard to get out. Them was a try hard to get out Burrell, you know. Them try all kind of tricks, you know. But Captain did set up a nice template and he made the JFF into a professional organization accountable. And that is why we made it to 98 World Cup. Because the same argument about bringing in diaspora went through that with Burrell. They were all about playing local base player. But when time Paul Hall and Deon Burton and the rest of the boys them come in and we win, everybody raised the flag high. So this is nothing new to Jamaica. You understand? The thing is that I don't understand is this. The template was already there. The foundation was already set. All you had to do was take the ball and run with it. But you brought up so many great points today. One of them is this old boy club. Everybody who go KC and JC and them have them friend them with them did in at this way, and then one go into the media and one go a football, and everybody just have everybody back. Nobody don't want to talk bad about the other one, and it's like a conglomerate and no care what go on. I'm a brethren, you know. I'm a schoolboy, I'm a brethren. I can't disappoint. So they're all gonna go down with the sinking ship. And this is why when the ship sink, everybody to sink with it. Then to resign, then to leave, and make somebody else come in, come try a thing. This days of scarce benefits and spoil, and you think say you are the only man who can do the job, and it's not even like so you're winning. I told you this long time ago, winning solves everything. If the Jamaica Football Federation had the boys winning, they would have had billions of Jamaican dollars in the copper to pay the hotel bill. Man wouldn't have to pull out their credit card to pay a bill. All this about money. They wouldn't have to worry about none of that. Man could have money to buy up in big Benz and car and a drive and palaver about the place. But you're not winning. So
and when you're not winning, somebody has to feel it. It can't just be the coach.
Of course.
Wait, no. And if it can't be we feel continuously, the only theme we have, the only constant are the people that run the thing, and them still want the job.
And then guess what now? You see, if you're in America and you have trillions of dollars where you can just burn, a man can put billions in them pocket and you not even miss it, is one thing, you know. But today at Jamaica don't have I don't want to curse, but they don't have dry shit in them dairy here. So when you want to run to the Jamaican government for money, they're gonna say, hey, I have right now me have the whole of Western Jamaica for fix. Me don't have no money for football. You run to Sunshine Bakery. You know a Sunshine Bakery gonna say, you ain't winning, or me go sponsor you and you're a bunch of loser. What's going to happen with the Adidas deal? You don't make World Cup. You think the Adidas go sponsor you? What's going to happen with that? Look here, Frankie, this is just, I mean, like, it is so distasteful what is going on in a 2025. You make a country, a little spit, a little atoll off the coast of South America. 180,000 people. All of the man them come in Jamaica, come celebrate power field. And the man them resign the next day. As a man said earlier, I know, I respect all McLaren because at least he's an honorable man. That me give because him feel and then say, you know something, I did wrong, I'm gone.
So why the rest of the man who feel can't do the same thing?
Because them ego and them old boy club, and you know, yo, I'm here run JFF, you know.
So who are the guardians of Jamaica football holding them accountable?
Well, I want to tell you, I think the Honorable Minister Babsy Grange should step in.
No, he can't. Government can't step in. Government can't step in.
No, what do you mean government can't step in?
They can't step in. FIFA ban them. For ban way. Can't step in. Where talk about, man? Other countries. Other countries. Which country is that? Was it Pakistan? Like, yeah, man. Even Brazil had to change. Them coach basically if get rid of the president and them have changed.
I know Jamaica is a small country. Everybody a man know if it turn school without physically put it out there in a public. Just like old man they round the corner as you talked about earlier and other things. And people can turn the school and say, yo, my youth, for the good of the country, I think you need to put in the thing, you know, and just leave it at that and we'll find something else for you to do. You understand? But this can't continue, Cranky. Right now, I know your show was supposed to be about the future, which is March. What's going to happen? 6 months, you know, Cranky, before World Cup starts, you know. 3 months before the playoff. We don't have no coach. No, if you're going to go to March, are you going to field the team that you're going to take to the US to play in a World Cup? Who is going to hit the ground running to go find the play? Because them idiot boy were up on the field the other day, and them boy are go World Cup, you know. So if it means you better grease up your tongue to go lash Greenwood and everybody else, that's what you got to do. You better start doing it. So you better find money to jump on the plane and fly, go all over the place. So I don't know what's going to happen, Cranky, but hey, I love your show. By the way, this is a top 10 show that you've done ever since you've been on broadcast. I love it. You need to do more.
All right, sir. Thanks for the call, man.
All right. Bless up. Respect.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
People me drain. Me not tell a lie, me drain. Somebody say I should start talking about the football. I remember that. You know what? We'll pivot. As many of you know, we're not even talking about football this evening. We're so vexed, people. We're not even people. Good night. Hello.
Good evening, Cranky. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good. I was
this is the 5 minute call-in show, so use the 5 minute well.
No. All right, use my 5 minute well. All right, let's start over. Let's kind of do an audit. Let's kind of do an audit, for lack of a better term. Let's look at it. I think we're going about this wrong because we'll keep looking at it from diaspora eyes.
Okay.
When you
fine.
look at everything locally,
right.
there's a narrative about diaspora players versus local player.
Right.
And I think that narrative is pushed to generate division. Because as soon as everything go wrong, everybody in the island has said, we have too much foreign-based players on the team and we're blaming them. So the focus now removes itself from the JFF and focus on division. And I think that's pushed because, you know, if the people in the media space push that narrative so much that the people are focused on that and not saying, yo, the JFF do something wrong.
Yeah.
Because if you put pressure upon your local team or your parish council, them can push pressure upon the JFF. So I think that's the narrative, and we have to make sure the people back home is not distracted as they are. Because you know what? To your point, them only do it for 2 or 3 days and complain and then move on to something else.
Yeah, life goes on, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. They don't care. We in the diaspora, we love the country. Not saying that they don't, but we're going to stick with it for 2 or 3 months and complain about it, and we're going to say we could have done better. People say, you know what, me have a pot for put on. We can't worry about this too long, and we beat them for 1 day, and we move on. And then JFF don't worry about it because they know that Jamaican people are not going to hold this kind of grudge for a long time until football come up again. Because every time you fail at the national stadium and the people are there, then it's hard for you to build back that fan base to come into the stadium when you're playing locally.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
right?
I hear you.
And,
no,
and
you're right about the concept of the distraction, right? It's like what Trump does a lot of times. There's a main news, which should be the JFF. But the problem that we have with this, there are different mediums with bigger platforms, huge platforms, who have the ability to influence behavior, influence perception, and they're engaged forums. And yet, all we're hearing about is the coach did make this change or the player did make this change.
Right, because
when in totality,
the space.
Yeah, when in totality, the football is failing.
Right.
The football. I mean, think about it. The people in Jamaica who are not thinking, a lot of them are not thinking. Think about this. They're saying more local players should be in the team. Bring us the local players you're talking about. Secondly, when the under-20 went a year and a half to go to play in CONCACAF, there were local players. Now, normally, you're under 17, you're under 20, you're under 23, matriculate to the senior team. We had a kid named Reed who played for the under 20, who was part of the national program. He disappeared. What happened? Right? What I mean by that is this. Was he ready for the national team or was he forced into the national team? The under 20 team failed miserably. We just washed it away and moved on. Nobody cared about this under 20 team.
Nobody cares because it's failed. And once it's failed, we just distract you. Because after the under 20 failed, the kids came in and won. And they turned the focus from that into the kids. And we prop them up and we... But then
they win outside the Caribbean, which is we can't even win the Caribbean. No, we can't even win the Caribbean because our Caribbean in terms of how they play.
But let's have this argument that Jamaicans really and truly don't want to hear. The only reason why Jamaica is the top of the Caribbean, for lack of a better term, is because Haiti is going through the problems that Haiti is going through. Jamaicans don't want to admit to this, but Haiti's football players locally going through all of this stuff that they're going through is still better than Jamaican players. Is still better than Jamaican players. Let that sink into
most of the players playing now are from the diaspora,
Right. But Haiti listen to me. Haiti cannot even play in their country and they're qualifying for World Cup.
Yeah.
Let that sink in.
Yeah.
You know, let's remember, Haiti is supposed to have money issues because the government is not running like our government, or the governing body is not running like our governing body. But Haiti can still qualify and they still can join diaspora players. Jamaican people, let that sink in for a second. It's also funny. All right, point 2. Dennis Strong leaves about under 6 months. And within that 6 months, we're having financial issues. Let that sink in.
Well,
the man left in under 6 months.
Maybe Dennis anticipated.
No, remember before Dennis left, because of the governance they were doing, FIFA unfroze a certain amount of money that Jamaica had in the bank.
Right.
How does that money disappear in under 6 months after Dennis leave? Let that.
I thought it was supposed to be about $3 million too. I don't even understand that. I thought that was what I was told. I don't know if it's right on that.
But you see, when we know what good looks like, we don't just look at the football. We remember what's been said.
Right.
you said the head of the, you're saying, let's know what good looks like from top to bottom. The head of the JFF, Mr. Ricketts, is not a leader.
Yeah.
Mr. Ricketts, whether we like him or not, he's not a leader. We have worked for corporations. When our CEO walks in, everybody stands up straight because we know that man have the power to shake the tree. Mr. Ricketts doesn't carry himself as a leader that will make a decision when it needs to be made. Even after the loss, when he was being interviewed, it seemed as if it was a regular Tuesday. This man should not be the head of an organization because he has no clue. That is why Speid, for lack of a better term, can do what he wants to do because he has no cojones. He doesn't have the testicular fortitude to make the decision that needs to be made, whether they're difficult or not. He does not like it. When you run a corporation, you are not looking friends. You're doing a business for the people. Just because the people have people like certain people can come out and talk and push a narrative about local verses and keep the people distracted with that, then they can get away with the nonsense. And my last point, and I'll leave. The gentleman that don't like, well, love to talk and they say he's toxic. You're going to tell people about style of play. When you had your opportunity to coach in the local league, you finished at the bottom of the table and got relegated. You should not be the one coming and tell people about style. You should.
No, because he's living off Bailey and Whisper. That's what it happened.
Right. But Whisper, as good as the kid, the potential the kid may be, the kid is not polished. He still have some work. This is how we operate. We will beat a weak team. We will beat a weak team and all our players play good against weak team. And then we take that game and it now becomes the blueprint. Beating up weaker teams in the Caribbean is not your measuring stick.
Yep. They don't get that.
Because I am sure if tomorrow morning they had to play Suriname, they would lose. They play Curacao 5 out of 10, they would lose the majority of them. It has nothing to do with the coach. Even though he was not a great coach, if you're going to build a team, so I'll show you this. On the field, Damari Gray had a pass where he had a touch and go. When he sent it, the lapping left back did not cover. Those are the things that you miss when you don't play on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I play soccer. I was never at their level. I play with a lot of foreigners, and when you play with foreign, I play with Ecuadorians. I play with all people from all sorts, Argentinians, Brazilians, and the level of touch these kids have is unmatched. So if Jamaica want to know where our kids are, take the ones them from schoolboy football and see if they can get into some competition in the US in their, because they have tournaments every 6 weeks. And you'll see where your kids are at. Because they're going to play against international kids and travel teams, as they say in America.
Yeah.
And if you can't get into England, you can do it. There's a lot that needs to be learned, but we're so distracted with local and overseas. And this is my final point. If you know what good looks like, and if you we like education, if you study good, you know, go to good school. If you study good, even may I go show me age when the past common entrance, you know, I got the top school them.
Yep.
Then why we want to pick secondary players to come play with team, and them not ready. Schoolboy football is great. It's building your players, but if them can't transition to college or to an academy, they still have work for you. Look at kids in academy are getting training 24/7. I'll leave it there, sir.
All right, thanks.
That was a quick audit.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Appreciate the call.
But,
So Paul Edwards is like Reggae Boyz blogger. They come in these forums. They present themselves as coaches and senior persons in the environment we operate in. They challenge everything that you say. Even when the facts stare them in the face, they're still pushing their narrative. He comes here and have the audacity to be saying that the money is a rumor, which means he's out of touch, which means he has no idea what he's talking about. So I knew we had money problems months ago. I was told by excellent sources, and you know I can't diverge my sources, that if we don't do well in Copa, it's not Copa, in the Gold Cup, it's not going to be pretty financially. You read the New York Times. By the way, Paul Edwards, go read the New York Times paper. Don't come here without being prepared, Paul Edwards, because I try not to do that. Don't come to this forum. I don't want to disrespect you, but don't come to this forum being unprepared and then questioning people when they make certain statements. Go do your homework first, because I spend a lot of time doing my homework, Nepal. This ain't free. I spend time doing, so I get upset when people don't hit the like button. Don't come to these forums, don't do your homework, and then challenging people and say they're spreading rumors. It's inappropriate for you to do that. It's not okay, Paul Edwards, okay? That's all I say. Please move on. People all the time don't want evidence. What do you mean, what evidence? We have the evidence. We're not giving you the evidence. The evidence is them no longer buying certain tickets for people. The evidence is the assistant coach not getting paid. The evidence is the coach taking money out of his pocket and getting paid. Paul Edwards, stop it. Let's not put up the mirror comments. Stop your nonsense. You're annoying me now. Everything you don't want evidence for everything. We'll give you information, want evidence. What do you want to do? Give you the JFF books? The books are in interim. It's middle of the year now. They don't have no money. Moron. Jesus. To the football people. Paul Edwards just come here and annoy the hell out of me. Him and Reggae Boyz blogger. They want to question and challenge everything, and they have nothing substantive to contribute to the conversation except protect the damn JFF, which is incompetent. Maybe they are coaches too. Maybe that's why Jamaica football can't go nowhere. So I want to put this up for a reason, people, on the charter board. So I hear this notion about we need a local coach, we need a local coach, we need a local coach. And everybody talk about, well, all these countries in the World Cup have local coaches. There's a reason. A lot of coaches have local coaches, countries like England and local coach, maybe at Germany, maybe at Spain, because they have football in legacy and football in history and football in quality. So they have football programs. Of the teams here, 4 of the 16, one unknown coach, are not local. So Iraq has an Australian coach. Congo has a French coach, and they're a French colony, or was a French colony. Suriname have a Dutch coach, and they also was a colony. We were a colony of Britain. We had an English coach, but nobody now hire English coach. Because even England now hire them one coach. Them hire Tuchel to coach them. So I'm going to put this up for sure and say, it doesn't have to be a local coach, people. Okay? It doesn't be a local coach. Now, let me do something else. Because Paul Edwards, you're past annoying, son. Trust me. You are something else. You are a Reggae Boyz blogger? Well, I was loving to be here this evening. Come chat me about John Wall situation. Me don't know what John Wall. Me get call. Me have a conference call. I talk about them thing there. And come more and I talk about like John Wall didn't sue JFF and everything. I don't know nothing. I can't disclose these things. I can come here, then people would not trust me with no information. So here is the setup. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I also have a quick question because I didn't.
Who am I speaking to?
Beginning. Oh, that's called Zantanas. I show up as Zantanas.
Okay. Zantanas.
Did you guys discuss the New York Times article?
Yeah, we walked through it in detail. I read the whole thing online. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you see where the coach says he was making decision based on crowd support, basically, right?
He was making decision based on pressure he got from administrative people and crowd support. Yes.
And crowd support, right? And that explains why Dixon was on the field, all right?
Well, no, the crowd was asking for Whisper, and then asked for Dixon.
Well, they were asking for both, for understand. Why did Dixon go on the field before Whisper? Because the crowd wanted both, and also you know who Whisper coach is. I mean, he's not the best friend. You know
what's funny? You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that? So, Sifa scored a brilliant goal against Trinidad, right?
Right.
And that may be 1 or 2. You know, for the rest of the time in both games, Cephas was anonymous. You know, Cephas had, I think it was 5 passes in the 2 games combined that got to his destination. You know, Cephas made about 8 passes.
I went to the crossroad game myself. I'm not a big expert like you, but I was there on the ground myself.
Yeah.
And I was in the team camp also because of connection. All right. So I can tell you this: Cephas is not as good as we believe he is. He is very good against poor team, and the guy has skills in terms of speed that you can teach. But he needs somebody to really sit down with him and probably like a Rennie Simmons and teach him how to play football. The other thing is that when he can't get past the right back, can we move him somewhere else and replace him with Campbell or somebody else?
Well, I think the problem is this. He's been probably well coached over his career, but he hasn't taken it on well. And also, if you have some people supporting you a certain way, they don't challenge you. They tell you the greatest things in sliced bread. But the stats and what you see say something different. Now, I used to love the player at one point. I vacillate on the player, right? Today I'm in his corner, tomorrow I'm not. But the more I watch him play, the more I assess his game, the more I realize that he has one great attribute, and he hasn't developed and evolved his game.
Yeah.
And the player could be a good player if he gets good coaching and he takes the coaching. It's one thing to get good coaching, though. You got to take the coaching. And you can't play 5 passes to your teammates in 160 minutes of football, and people don't, and you're not a center forward, and people don't ask what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, no, thanks for the call. I just wanted to know if you discussed the New York Times thing, right?
Yeah, man. Go to
and by the way, I'm a CIO, so I appreciate your efforts with stats, all right? I understand, all right? All right?
I try.
Respect.
Yeah, man, bless. Thanks, appreciate it. All right, people. I appreciate the call. Yeah, me get beaten with stats enough. So I want to go through this, people, because people are saying, Cranky, when you even talk about what's upcoming, and we were saying chat about Speed too much. Not in Speed, but JFF too much. JFF fired himself. Not telling lie. So here's the setup, people. And I try to put up this table. Jamaica is part of a 6-country playoff format, right? Now, some people say I'm done with the football, then I watch no playoff. I like, yeah, tell them, playoff, come here, watch it. The 2 top teams, DR Congo and Iraq. And you know, people, if we had done better over the last year or so, we probably would have been one of the persons to play 1 game. We probably would have been higher ranked than one of these teams and just play 1 game versus 2 games. But anyway, it is what it is. So, Jamaica's going to play New Caledonia. It's a French colony way in the bush, not far from New Zealand, I'm told. I didn't look where New Caledonia is. But they have French players in the team. I heard people talking. I've never watched them play, so I can't give no information about them. Never watched them play. All right, some people say they're not that good. People, when we go through this first, you can call me after that. Sorry about that, people. So Jamaica play New Caledonia. The winner plays Congo. See, I have it set up in terms of New Caledonia play Jamaica. It's the same thing. And people, they're not listening, it's not listening. Can I call you back, people? Then Bolivia plays Suriname. And then the winner plays Iraq. So we're jumping out of the water and I fire, people. Because should we beat New Caledonia? Yes, you have a good chance. Good night. Carla, you know, say you hear me call back and I still don't want to do that, don't it? Carla? Hello? Carla hang up. They tell him, say, me call him back and I'm still a call. But anyway, people, sorry about that, Carla, but I don't mean to be rude, but we're trying to get through this. When you're done, you just hung up on me a while ago. So Jamaica play New Caledonia, people, and then we're going to play Congo. Now, if you're Jamaica, New Caledonia, Bolivia, and Suriname, you have to win 2 matches to go World Cup. If you're Congo, DR Congo, Iraq, you only have to win 1 game. The games are going to be in Mexico in March at 2 locations. I didn't bring the whole thing with me. Now, here's my view on this. If we truly want to go to the World Cup, we need better players. We need better players. And I dropped up a list. I'll just go from the top of my head, repeat it. First of all, there's certain players to me and that level needed to get to the World Cup. Blake needs competition in goal because his football ability on the ground is atrocious. Great shot stopper. He needs competition. People know no competition in his squad. In terms of defense, Lembakisa, gotta go. King, gotta go. Pinot. Good night, Carla.
Cranky.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
I Joe down on this, you know.
So Donna, me just tell you call back down there. See, you beat me up. You beat me up now.
No, man, me not beat up, man. Me live?
Go on. You're live. Yes, you're live. You're live. No, say nothing you're not supposed to say.
Cranky.
Yeah.
We just call for some boy, I don't know for start. Me I watch football and me I play football for almost 51 years. And me never seen nothing like this. How can a national team play a last game to go to a World Cup final and their vice captain, one of the most inspiring footballer, can't make 11 after to get 5 minutes a play, Damian Lowe? How that possible happen? And who really pick the side?
Well, I think it's a committee that picks the team, it looks like. Because the coach, I don't think the coach have as much influence as we thought he did, you know. Because if your boss, they're around you, Joe, if you're in life, if your boss around you, follow what your boss tell you to do.
Well,
See me, I say, you can't just do what your boss not tell you. You think you can just tell your boss you're not do something? Not work like that, people. That's not life.
I make decision all this time. I don't think was the president when him.
No.
Ricky's
not running the JFF. Ricky's a figurehead. Ricky's a figurehead. No, he's a president now. Yeah, my figurehead, man. My figurehead.
I really speed around the JFF because I speed I make all the decision when I iron and firing.
Yes.
Who is this man? All of a sudden Jamaica becomes, because them can get something out of man pocket, Speed and Butler, them big them up like them are the biggest thing Jamaica ever see. Everybody afraid to tell them in them face who them is. Who them, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
The next thing, the youth name, Cephas.
Right.
How come we have a coaching staff, Cranky? Can't think about football, get 98 minutes to think about a game and I watch it and can't make a change and can't control the run of play. Cephas, him an orthodox playing outside left. Anytime him have to square up to try run. Why don't him switch and go up on the right hand side where him is a natural right foot where him will be able to square the ball much better and dribble much better? Why everybody have to follow everybody and play this orthodox? All I'm life him I use him right foot. All of a sudden him start playing left wing. You think him gonna be a good left winger?
But Donna, here's what's interesting about the game, Donna, because people don't like stats, right? Donna, you play enough football. If somebody told you that they made 5 passes in 2 games, would that be okay?
But Cranky, how am I going to make 10 passes good when him play on the left side when can't use the left?
But Donna, if you're that speed, Donna, you must play some 1-2, Donna. Play some 1-2. See me I say? You're supposed to do something free up yourself or switch ring. Look what Gray do in the game. Gray didn't get no ball in. You know what Gray do? Donna, him switch. Yeah. You see him go down the middle sometime. Go pick up the ball. Him say nah, on the wing and not get no ball. So him get himself in the game. The man stand up on the wing the whole game, then try feed him. That's what them kill themselves. Them try feed him for the whole game and peer turnover. Peer ball, by them kick long, but now get to him. And we have no left midfield to support him.
I can't talk too loud because I tell him the blood pressure, I can't afford to bust me up. Cranky, I'm so mad. I'm telling you, Cranky.
Yeah.
And if we really lay down on the ground and make tackle and fight and push one another and the man them get a drop on our home ground. But it's like we just never turn up here final. How that possible to happen?
But we get chances now, Donna. I mean, look on Bobby Reed chance, look on Greg Lee chance, look on Nicholas a chance. We get chance, man.
With all the things what we not do, we still get chance.
Exactly.
Which is true.
We play pure long ball. We are playing. We get about 4 or 5 chances. Bobby Reed get 1 first 8 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
When we put way, no, somebody him left foot and then right foot. When we put with that, and then Nicholson get 1 when him head on the bar. Good attempt, but if I fit the target too. Greg Lee one was one of the easiest chance for the day, people.
Yes.
And I made that a goal now. Me might try to go up on one corner with the keeper, but if you put way. The chance was harder. Can probably get knocked out, but he almost scored too.
Him should have get knocked out. Him should have put himself to get knocked out.
Yeah, possibly.
That way it will take, brother.
Yeah. But I mean, Jonah, it's beyond disappointing enough, Jonah. You and I in our lifetime will never get a better chance to go World Cup, you know.
Cranky is a big dent in our football, you know, Cranky.
Of course.
Set you back up far away, you know, Cranky. Come here, tell us, well, I don't know when we're going to reach back this thing, Cranky. But you know, Cranky, I always say to myself, I blame the 98 people them who got World Cup and come back. I blame them a lot enough to don't put themselves in the position to take over the football or it's supposed to take over in a Cranky. Everybody keep running and just want to stay up on the sideline and talk.
Right, yeah, that's
Everybody know what to do, but they must stay up on the sideline and talk. How comes no man from the 98 team depend the football bench there to give advice to no youth who grew up in the football? How comes that possible for you, Cranky? People who don't even know the football. Jamaica the only country. You're lifeguard and you can't swim. Jamaica the only country. You play football and a basketball man interview you. He's a racist man I interview you, and he never played the game yet. And I him in a position down at Jamaica. That possible for me, Cranky?
Nah, I hear you, sir. I hear you.
They must have glad the day, Cranky. I don't know if you know my career. They must have glad the day I leave Jamaica and come a foreign. Because I couldn't take it, Cranky.
Nah, I hear you, Joe.
You couldn't take it. There's no way at all. If I even 45 minutes, 45, the training room will have to turn over. The bench will something. No, sir. Nobody, and the one man who could have put him foot, him face, him body, anything out there on the line is Damian Lowe. And he don't get that even a minute of football. All that possible for him.
Was it because
Damian Lowe say he might make Pierre long pass and then bring King to make the long pass?
you know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that? I know so me look for the stats now, right? You know, the second to last game Damian played, because Damian doesn't play enough long pass. A 4 long pass he making, not this last game when him come on. A 4 long pass he making.
Yeah.
So I say it wasn't like him when he play on the left side, it's kind of interesting. He make less long pass than play on the right side. No, he's a right footer. But King, for the last number of games, appeal long pass. He was 4 of 14. He was 4 of 19 this game. Him stats is not in 50%. If you look on Pinnock stats, it's like 50% sometime or more for him long pass. Wasn't great the last game. He was 40%. But if you make 20% long pass, Joe Donner, that means every other 80% of the pass and reaches destination, you know. I mean, defense, I get the ball. I mean, see, you have to play defense, you know.
Okay, then the long pass is gonna be successful when the defense realize this man is fast. What them do? Them jump off all the way down to them 18-yard line.
Yep.
And King continue make 50, 60-yard pass. Or I'm thinking I will get space to run.
Yeah. Now I hear you, sir.
That's not possible to have more Cranky. And then the coaching staff can't say nothing at all.
I think the coaching staff is probably intimidated, you know. People don't realize that, you know.
No,
I think the crowd intimidated them.
Intimidated because of this match. They've been intimidated all along. Because they never have a plan yet. What am I gonna do?
True.
Even when we are high press. One man alone high press I run up and down.
I've been calling that out. Nicholson do the high press. You notice that? And you what Joe Donner.
If you don't practice this thing in a training, it's not go in a match.
But Joe Donner, here's what happened, Joe Donner.
The man them a train, a workout, a play a physical thing. Me said not no technical to say this we are gonna do. Maybe it happen, I may not say.
But sometimes they don't show that. Them show it.
Right.
Them take elite training. So them probably do some of that, but we don't know what them do.
Right.
Yeah, them probably do some of that. Because when I went to Agriculture training, but I saw them doing the first 50 minutes, I saw them doing strategy, right? If you remember, I go them score against the US, you know. The head of them score. Them practice that training, you know.
Yeah.
A man throw the ball at the near post, head to the far post, Greg Lee come score. Same thing in practice that training, working our game.
But Cranky, even when Pino can make the throw them, you're supposed to have balls at the near post where in target, say, him jump and head the ball over, come on. I just waste to throw them a waste.
Yep. Donna, I'm glad you're watching the football that way because I think Donna was interesting. You know, when Chris started them press Donna, them started press about 10 yards into over half line. And when we pass by the keeper, that's when they rush the keeper. Then they rush the keeper like how we rush the keeper, you know, and create space behind them, you know, so them can get the ball over the first line of defense, you know. Start and then it goes as a team. So that's why you get so much pressure. That's why you go long sometime, you know. Donna, it was so simple. I will not have no organization.
Cranky.
Yeah, man.
Without a game plan, it's hard to beat them, man. Because you understand? You know, long if you take off the right back and go 3 back and bring one more midfielder in a midfield. You know, long if you do that.
Yeah.
Make King go right back and stay 3.
Yeah, but in-game management is difficult with a lot of coaches. Even at the highest level, in-game management difficult. Them can't make them adjustment there.
But I'm saying, but we are saying, Cranky, this team can make the adjustment against us. So why our coaching staff can't make the adjustment? Well,
maybe that's why the great Rudolph is gonna come coach a team.
Rudolph, I hope if that ever come to reality, the players them abandon for make him be the coach for them, you know. I hope them turn him down and not make him come coach them, you know.
Yeah.
Because me no know takes a long for fire himself, you know.
Yeah. It's not a good thing.
Hey, Cranky, we are the set of people who just take anything at all in a Cranky.
That is true.
From every level down at Jamaica in a Cranky. We just not here, we just not business. All we want to do is escape on the sideline and chat and talk.
Yeah. No, it's sad, and we all
Cranky
believe, yeah.
sad, man. Cranky
Sad.
sad. It sad.
Yeah. Rudolph actually come and say, man, coach a team. Boy, the man brave, boy, the audacity is
I'm
weird,
so brave. Him not a taste in my mouth. Him not just the way I'm to look a while.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Eh?
It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
I'm worried for cracking our football to do this alone where me, you know.
Yeah.
So from we lose, from the man and beat the tool of the coach to get fire in a Cranky.
You know what I think? You know what, Donna? Yeah,
Anybody else could have coach.
You know what, people? You know what I just think? Just came to me. Maybe they have no money to pay a coach.
All free them could have asked somebody for coaching.
But you know what? But McLaren resigned. Where's his money going to that we're going to pay him? Right? They had to have money to pay him. So if he resigned, there got to be some money left to pay whoever is coming in, pay him what he was getting. So that can't be the reason.
Can't be the reason, Cranky. All free. Anybody could have got coach aside there and carry them a World Cup.
Yeah, that's true. It's sad.
Eh?
It's sad.
Cranky, how can you need a one goal? As bad as Whisper move like him a slow motion. You get 25 minutes and you need a goal?
You know the worst thing about it? A long time Dixon not score for the national team, you know. I look like scoring, you know. Him get sit against Birmingham and not score.
You know who them suffer? The youth named Camber.
Yeah, but you know what? He's not locally born. You know. Yeah.
Them suffer the youth there now.
Yeah. But here's the bad thing, Donna. So me and you play for Boys Town, Donna, right? And Boys Town, they are a major league, right? And there's a Premier League next and another league. And them send you don't go play Corner League. And them send me up go play Premier League. And you play over me when we come to the national team. I never see that yet in my life. I don't understand that.
It's a fan-based thing, man. It's a fan-based thing.
I guess them love the enthusiasm. Look, I don't want to knock the kid, because the kid I try. But I don't think the kid is ready for the national team.
No, but Cranky, I want to reason with the Cranky. Cranky, you know, the coach love putting in some situation more time. And if you can't swim, you're going to drown.
Yeah.
Him not understand how to put in a player and work the mean in a position, you know. Him just throw you in. Him don't care where you come from, you know. Him just throw you in a deep water.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not a good look. And
Cranky, me play for Jamaica for 5 years straight. I'm going on the best of the court. I'm a top footballer when me play with. When it comes to big football, you can't see them. You think you can just throw anybody in any game and then perform? In course like in thinks that it's a practice match. It might just a giddy anybody game.
Well, I think he might get game based on the pressure I'm getting now. Because as you said, you know, the crowd push for certain players and then put them on. Now
That's
I'm surprised
why
you put them. Yeah.
He and his coaching staff are some big coward them.
Yeah.
And that's why I should never coach Jamaica. I must know where am I getting before him come.
Yeah.
Our crowd not easy, you know, our people not easy, you know.
Nope. And you know, them aggressive too, you know.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah,
you
man,
think
aggressive bad man.
What you talking about, man?
Yeah, aggressive.
Frankie, I tell you something so mad, me I tell you, brother, me I tell you. Can't believe
I appreciate the call, sir. And don't be a stranger.
Let's go on to your work, man.
Yeah, man, bless up.
Cool.
All right, people. That was Joe Donner. I know Joe Donner. Played enough ball for Boys Town, play for Jamaica. Give you an insider perspective. CC. Hey, CC, you light out. CC, you don't like that. CC, the floor is yours now. We can't hear you, CC.
You know hear me?
Before you start, CC, no, say what you say first. I mean, we can jump on that thing. The schedule.
Yeah, you not hear me?
You may hear you now. You sound like you're sick.
Yeah, man.
You have cold. How people catch cold at Jamaica, man? You not weather?
Choose the man, fam. Choose the man.
Even though there's a coronavirus and nothing to do with that, but go on.
Yeah.
So you were telling me something today about talk we're gonna talk about today. The on TV, what's the talk we're talk about?
What's that?
TV, you know.
What they
But the local thing and yeah.
What right now, Cranky? I don't even know. I don't. Me they all up on it. Me they all up on everything, and me kind of there so want. I'm just thinking though.
CC talking and the caller can talk. Go up, Carla. Go ahead, CC.
Yeah, no, man, make a call talk.
Go on, Carla. Who are you talking to?
Truth, Carla. You hear me?
Yeah, truth. I hear. What you have to say?
All right, good. Bless up RCC and everybody else, right? So here now, you see Jamaica now, there's a level of pride upon Jamaica, or Jamaicans way. Then they need a humbling. Sad. So we have to take the route of the fun, but what people need some serious humbling. And then I realize what take place in every aspect, you know. There's a serious thing that take place with Nelisa. Dear chaos over. We not make her up for this cycle. For the own year. Isn't it? Miss World. Right? Too much pride, yo. And the thing is, when I say pride comes before a fall. When you're too proud with nothing at all, there is going to be a fall. Isn't it? Here we attack so hard against coaches and people where I make sacrifice represent the country. We have players, we have take them own money, I book them own flight to come represent the country. And man, I be disrespectful to some foolishness. But now I say you can't criticize players, but you know, little more constructive in your criticism than when you make them more right. But when a man that go take him money, now I get paid, I'm gonna take him hard earned money when him family. Book flights, book rooms and all of them things here to come get disrespect here. The fans them have some serious pride issue. I'm sure it's again to a pride mash up Jamaica football. In our region, this is how it works, right? From me I watch football to know. Every single time we have a tournament like this, even USA and Mexico, they know that when they're going away, the aim is to get a draw. You can get a win, kudos and plus to them. But the aim is to get a draw. I'm telling you, we will lose the World Cup, we will fall out in another cycle. We had Curacao to play in Curacao, right? But if we win that match, we would have qualified. Again, you know, pride and ego, Curacao is nobody. Remember, you know, Curacao is upon them celebration at home. They have fans behind them because the holiday everybody get to go. And we with our proud self left Jamaica gonna Curacao to go beat Curacao over there. When we play for a draw. Curacao go through. Wish, apart from Bermuda, which team Curacao beat at them home? None. You know Curacao do? They draw the games away. And they got lucky and beat Jamaica at them yard. If we did draw against Curacao in Curacao, we would have been the one going to the World Cup. But again, humility. People that have nothing, they're not humble, bro. If you look in the comment section, say the people that have no humility, they just talk like a bag of nice. And the worst thing is to be proud and poor. Imagine you live a road, you don't have no food, and not offer to still proud. That's how Jamaica sound like, or come like. Isn't it? We don't have nothing to be proud, really, but more than just nice. But yes, we are the proudest people in our world.
Well, I mean, it helps when you're proud, and it helps when you're proud, at least, right? It's a good starting foundation. But the fact of the matter is that I think sometimes we are overconfident, and there's nothing to justify that confidence. And in the football, frankly, we were overconfident because people that talk about it's a soup thing and soup that, while the other teams are going out and play. We actually were better than Trinidad in this competition. You know?
True.
Right? We're better than Trinidad, and I don't think Curacao was that great. Because if you count we got about 10 chances against Curacao and score a goal, you know. At least 10. We scored one. We scored one where King goal was disallowed. But so we have 9 other chances we didn't score. So that's a problem.
Right. All right. You see, in our region, this is how no man now watch football. That's the next thing I said. We don't have a lot of football fans. We have a lot of people that are haters and complainers. When JFF, when we lose our draw, the JFF comment section is full, thousands of comments. When we win, empty. That tell us, yo, them people is not supporters. They are people that look out for things to complain and cuss about because they may not be happy that maybe one of them player never get picked. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or who them want. That's all them are not fans. They are not supporters. All right? Now, if them that watch football really are football fans to a certain extent, they would have realized, say, yo, Trinidad players are playing in MLS. A lot of them are playing in MLS. The midfield is not weak like how they make it seem.
Yeah.
Curacao have a good midfield. They don't realize that these teams are not punk teams. Like, you know, or Curacao. No, they are players that are playing from different countries and they have quality and skill behind them. But the thing is, their defense is not the greatest. Right? Trinidad defense is not the greatest. Curacao defense is not the greatest. So you can kill them. But you see, if you have a solid defense line and you will get the chances. That's what Argumson did that do. Argumson knows say, look here. When him come, Paula, they have defense good enough. Paula, they have a prepare attacking, but guess what? We're leaking goals. Grimo come in and realize that, look here, the defense is solid, isn't it? And we can do things. And we're doing things. We drop that. We want to play expansive football. No, Jamaica play like Barcelona.
But true. We're not playing expansive football.
No, that's what they wanted to. That's why they want Grimo out. Right? Remember, the fans were calling for Grimo to leave, you know.
Yeah.
Even though Grimo track record was in the good space. Yo, we don't have certain team that compete with you and rotate and if bro, you're building. We never have a defensive structure back before and we are build one. Work on that. Yo, the game is boring. Man, I don't want to watch this game. All them crap, yo. That's what the fans believe. I'm gonna tell you, ego and pride. I mean, we don't use overconfidence, you know. Because sometimes people mistake confidence with pride. You see me? And what we are.
I think we're losing, you know.
Because you're gonna say no, them want but you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Oh, you're gonna say no, them want but like to come coach the team.
No. Nobody want Butler. Butler want to coach the team. But no, somebody come man per one channel talk about Butler to come coach team.
Right, but whether or not there's a lot of people in the conversation and for IG and them places that are supporting this narrative. Right?
Taxi boss not calling nobody team. Yeah, right, coach nobody team. That ain't happening. People that will not happen while this JFF is in place, so we're not worried about that.
Right, that's the whole thing I'm happy about the Speid did it. I might Speid our enemy. Me no want to say Butler might coach the team, no time at all. Butler know nothing about defending, bro. Butler is not a coach to coach no side. Right? He's a good motivator to some player. He knows about the game, look at, you know, and he can develop players. I'm not gonna disagree with that. He can develop attacking players. Because when player them develop can defend. All right? What me simply say to the people that are fans, yo, just calm down. Look on the game some more. Right? Learn about other teams and realize that, yo, it's not like, oh, it was 10 years ago where you say, oh, Curacao is not a footballing nation. You can't pre them where they have to look and say, yo, what are they doing now? Because every country in the world right now, they are pulling players from all over. France, them from way back, them are taking African football them to play for France. England, Belgium, all of these Netherlands, all these nations that you see that are high in football, them are use them play from different countries and play for them country long time. These lower countries are now gathering these players, which means that they are good, are near to that stage, just the same. So it's not a walk in the park for any side of this. Come out and just overturn any side. You see me?
Yeah.
So basically that we just don't want to say, you know, the fans to calm down and just take it easy.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the call.
Listen, I'm going to show.
All right, thanks. That was truth. With some truth. Where is CC? CC disappear. See, where is CC? Where there? CC must set up in my comeback, people. And at 9 o'clock, I'm sure for about 2 hours. Let me see a couple of things, people. We go back to this thing. Because someone want to talk about the upcoming games. As I said before, there are 2 games maximum each team have to play. Congo and Iraq are lucky; they only have to play 1 game because of the World Cup. So if we beat New Caledonia, we get to jump into the water in the fire, in a frying pan in the fire. Them called in Jamaica. We are jump from Caledonia, who I'm sure going to recruit more players by March come. Some people say they're not as good a team. Look like they haven't watched us play. And then we're going to run to Congo. We'll knock out Nigeria people. Lord have mercy. Before Trinidad gets some team from Oceania, which is what Caledonia is to play when them go World Cup 2006 or 2 them go, 1 them year there. And we get to draw 2 teams. So if we win, so the only way to me to get to World Cup, I was saying before, hey Vinci, how you doing? Hey Vinci, how you doing, Vinci? How things, Vinci? Vinci, why are you up so late? It is 2 o'clock in the morning in the UK. Why are you up so late, Vinci? Let me just say this, people, which is if we play against Congo, we need better players. Seriously. So one of 2 things. Either we use all local players in the team, since many of the local people in the football, you know the worst thing about these people? It's not just the local fans calling about local players, who are not good enough, A lot of them, Now I say all of them. It's also a lot of the people in the football administration. And here's the bad thing about these people. NFL, I hear you, Vinci. Here's the bad thing about these people. You know that in Jamaica, over the last few years, we have picked a local JPL team to play against local Trinidad team. Now the Trinidad people play overseas, just the local players, a local against local. We really ever beat Trinidad people. I think we played 4 games against them. I think we won 1 on a last-minute header or something, because I watch all the games. So it's not like the local JPL players who everybody's boosting up are playing so fantastic and are such differentiators that they can go into the national team and play well. And I haven't seen any of those players, I talk about any who stood out enough to say it's a tradition to the national team. But yet we're here that there are diamonds in the rough in the island, and those diamonds in the rough should matriculate to the national team. Please point out those players you guys keep talking about. Are you talking about players who go overseas like a Trevante Stewart, who playing in Israel? For every player you can point out, I can point out a diaspora player who's playing at a higher league. If you point out Trevante Stewart, I can bring out a Keenan Davis, who's playing in Italy, who's scoring against Inter, who has 3 goals and 1 assist this season in about 10, 11 games and getting game time everywhere. And he's playing in one of the top leagues in the world. If you bring out a Javon East, who's in Israel, scoring goals, not as much as Trevante, I can bring out a Cameron Archer, not scoring that much goal, but playing for Southampton in the championship and playing good football. Now, some of these players don't have any papers, but if you want them, it's my understanding, and you want them bad enough, you can get them. Okay? And there are other players. Player play with Coventry. Player play with Richard King at St. Marion is a Jamaican affiliated ancestry player who's starting over King, who I'm sure if you push hard enough, you can get him. See what I'm saying? You can get him. But the JFF don't push for hard enough because they want the balance to be right. And here's the known thing about this. When I hear some of the morons talking in the traditional media in Jamaica, clearly morons, you know what they do? No matter what the local players do, they don't call them out. Now, I didn't listen to all the programs. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't hear anybody call out the players who were out partying for like 2 days straight, and then after the game, they go party in some club, and I show up the little money when they make, and I go on somewhere. I don't hear nobody talk about that. Me anybody talk about that. Me people in social media, but me the traditional media beat that up 24/7. I don't hear traditional media beat any local players who played poorly. I don't hear traditional media talking about that Cephas, who scored a brilliant goal against Trinidad, made about 5 or 6 passes in 2 games in 100. I don't hear anybody talking about that. So why we give allowances to all these players, but we want to beat the players who are born outside Jamaica? Why are we like that? Why aren't we just saying, you know what? We're going to treat them all equally. If they fly for 9 hours, come to Jamaica, they're going to fly over the place and come play. That means they're committed. Why we have people like Maverick saying the players are not committed, and they're not, and then he's saying, I am divisive, when all I said was Cephas was not guaranteed starter before this last session start. And he said, I'm divisive. I'm not sure how that's divisive. I'm talking about we may have 7 wingers. When he's saying players are not committed, or some players more committed than others, or we should more balance in the team. What's more divisive? The cancer in Jamaica is not just the JFF, it's also the traditional media, and not all of them, but a lot of them. Or when I go on KLAS and want to ask questions in a very thoughtful way, I don't get a chance to ask my question because they want to control it. And as Orville says, he's controlling his program. But you know, Orville can keep your goddamn program. I'm going to leave it alone. It's annoying. You guys want clickbait type situation. You have too much sponsorship. You can't be like us. We can spend 3-4 hours a year now. But you got to give people enough time to articulate their voice, to say what they want to say. You can't lock them up and say, look at two things. Them can't penetrate speed, incisive, penetrate request them because you protect him, because you want him on your channel. I don't want to get the ratings. It's not okay. And all the fans out there suffer. And I'm not saying you guys are enjoying this, but you guys just focus on ratings. You're not focusing on substance. You're not focusing on what the core problem is. The root cause of Jamaica football is the JFF. They don't know what they're doing. They think they know what good like. They think they're brilliant people, and they're not. Because if they were, we wouldn't be in this damn mess that we're in. Now let me finish out this thing about the zone people. So we have we hope we have 2 games to win. I said to somebody the other day, when we lost, I said, bad luck, but we need better players. I won't say who I'm talking to or communicate with. Now, anybody who will take this job as a coach, my suggestion to you, go get better players. Don't play a Dixon over a Campbell. That's asinine. People at church are trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with these people. I saw mad people, them. What am I doing? I said, Campbell is the best player in the world now. But you going to play Dixon over Campbell? Really? That's not Dixon's fault. Dixon tries. He has a brilliant smile. He's committed. He works really hard. There are levels to this thing. Whisper, I have a lot of time for her. A lot of time for Whisper. I think you should get more than 10 minutes he got. Slow the game down, but you should get more time. Cephas, I watch games, people. A player now produce, even if he got score a goal, take him off, I feel. The last time Cephas come in 67 minutes, them complain and vehement. The man play him 90 minutes, him still not do nothing. And we say he's been double team all game. Because he stand out there like a damn statue. That's why he gets double team 24/7. Doesn't move. Gray playing well, got taken off in the 57th minute. Because the crowd call for Dixon and pressure the coach. Poor coach. But you know what, coach? Anybody that coach a team? The game I play in Mexico. Most of them not come to the game. Pick the best team and give yourself the best chance to win. Don't take no pressure from no fans who just want a local player. And who are influenced by people like Maverick, who is a problem child. He's a problem child, people. He has a big audience. He's a big crowd. He influences behavior. He influences the thought process. And he uses his influence poorly. Really poorly. And it's not okay. It can't always be about the individual. At some point, it has to be about the collective. It has to be about the country. It can't always be about you and how smart you are and how great you are and how you are the star and you're a star in high school and you're a star after high school and you're a star going Utica Avenue, you have thing, you're a star. Yes, all about you. And they influence people's behavior and they call, and all the sycophants call into your program and say the same crap. And I heard you today. Who are bigger thing than Arville and who bigger than Arville and who's this about? Just you. Get a grip. You're not that smart. And you're not that influential. You are influential with a small crowd in a small country. But you ain't all that. You haven't exposed yourself. What have you done outside Jamaica, Maverick? I don't talk about you and Arville talk. Arville make up in your program. Arville me so vex. I don't know me vex in Arville. Me say my question, right? Me take time to my question and you come cut me off. So your program, I come up on your program in Arville. If Zinedine pan it, if Zidane pan it, me come and ask question. If you pan Arville, me not come up on your program. Because you and Maverick are the same. Two and I see him. Ego too big, my youth. I know not outside Jamaica. And people say, I accomplish something outside Jamaica. When you go to a big market and accomplish something, come talk to me. Otherwise, no, come talk to me. But it's about the football people today. And Maverick can beat me by your program tomorrow, Maverick. Can beat me by your program. You have call up my name. I used to start the war, now. Even though me used to do reaction video to you. But if you want, but I just say people say me have 2 people on my platform. So I'm glad to have 2 people that listen to me. Because I don't tell me, say, you want Speed, tell me that. Speed, tell me that. So me have about 2 people on my platform. And me, man, come on my platform and say the same thing, Maverick. Say, me get about 1 phone call and him could listen to me all year. We not in a no say who bigger than one of people. What we're into is Jamaica we should be into. And if you're a nationalist, then you sacrifice yourself for the larger good. It can't always be about you. Rudolph Speid, it can't always be about you. You're not a coach for the national team. Your Cavaliers team not playing no pushing of football. Rudolph, if you're involved, because you're not going to leave, go get some good players. Replace the player who not play well. Replace King, your protege. Replace Pinnock. Replace Damakisa. Replace Bobby Reed. Get competition for Cephas. Because he not play nothing unless him score. He not do nothing if he come like a Haaland. And so Haaland score every game. Get replacement for the entire midfield. The entire midfield. Our competition. Hayden need competition. Russell not good enough. Palmer need competition. Because we're not going to work up unless we get better players. We have to get better players. You know what I'm doing? The coach 24/7. We don't have no midfield not good enough. Hayden, you don't want a midfielder carrying weight. It is unbelievable to watch us play football like we are 5-year-old. And we cost the defense a long time for long ball. Because sometimes there's nobody to pass the ball to. Nobody not confident enough to go get the ball and take it out of the defense and get back to the defense and take it again and turn, drop a shoulder. Nobody not drop no shoulder. And then Cephas I make 5 passes in a 2-game, people. And we make excuse for the player. And we have to fight the man. And the man you fold. And when him score, the man push out him chest and go on him bit. And when Cephas play crap, you not say nothing. You're silent like a lamb. I support Cephas. I have the receipt to support Cephas. But also I'm going to beat him when he plays crap. I do that with every player. We need better players, people. Better players. So we can go get the local players, them play and see what happens. Or we go get the better players and see how it works out. And it's not the players' fault, people. The players are professional. Them try their best. It's not Dixon's fault. It's not Cephas' fault. It's not Whisper fault. It's not Hayden fault. They did their best. I didn't beat them after the game. They did their best. But you know what? We need upgrade. And this happens in every country. If you're not good enough, not because you're not a good footballer, I know. There are levels to this thing. If you're not at the right level, they have to find replacements for you. Let's stop making excuses. We want to go work up, people. We don't have no time for empathize and sympathize with nobody. We want to go work up. We don't have no time to carry nobody and make nobody feel good. We don't have feel good business. You have to talk the truth. And the people in Jamaica who have them read the program and them newspaper observe and gleaner. What we see an article on the front page say, you know what? JFF has to go. Good night. Good night.
Good night, Cranky. What you say, Sir Spence here?
Mr. Spence, how are you doing?
I'm there, brother. I'm there.
What you have to say?
So, first of all, I would say on the technical staff, and when I mean technical staff, that includes Rudolph Speid, Steve McLaren, Trevor Sinclair, the other brethren, Mr. Marion Garden. We didn't put the players that we had at our disposal at the best positions to succeed and the best strategy to succeed. So that was where the whole technical staff has to take the blame. All right. So on the recap, a question for you. What are your thoughts on if Jamaica should hold off on naming the next interim coach or the short-term coach until after the World Cup draw on December 3rd?
It's a dilemma, right? Because you're trying to get somebody in as quickly as possible to get settled in and to strategize about what they want to do and how they want to run the program way before March. You want to have your players in line and we want to go after by sometime in December and know what team you want to pick and know who you want to take and who you don't want to take. Right? So but you shouldn't rush to go get the coach. But you know what? You know what, people? Let me say something, Spence. This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember me and challenging Speid about succession planning? I'm saying I have a list of people. Didn't I say this already? You remember this, Spencer? Yeah, you said
it. Yes, sir.
You remember that, right? Which is you're supposed to have 2 or 3 people lined up already?
Yeah.
So what them people will line up there?
Him turn around the mirror and say 1. Him turn around the next mirror and say 2. And then he point at himself. Him say 3. Yeah, Cranky. We have people lined up.
I remember we have a conversation. I said, you know, you gotta have succession planning, right? And you gotta have people lined up. So you shouldn't be worried, just like a Brighton does or a Boardman does. You have about 3 or 4 line up. You have a conversation with them already. Something happen, and you're unemployed. Me come bring you.
Yeah.
Now we are talking about Speid as a coach. Right. One list.
So today is what date here, Cranky?
Today is November 20th.
The World Cup draw is going to be done on December 3rd. Am I right or wrong?
Somewhere around there. I don't remember what day it's drawing, but yeah, it's somewhere around there.
So
And they have
so
the pots already. They have the pots in us, so we're in a pot, even though we're not in the World Cup. We're in a pot. There's a pot already.
right.
All the
So
pots are lined up. Yeah.
in my opinion, if it's a matter of waiting 20 days to see where the World Cup, so basically they're going to say the team from pathway 1 in the intercontinental playoff is going to be in this pot. That not going to change.
No,
right?
not gonna change. Not gonna change. No.
Right. Reason why I say that. I've heard some coaches being mentioned, and imagine if we get drawn in a group with England, per se, and now we have an English coach as our head coach.
Well, you know what? That's not unique to us. And the same thing with Germany and England. So that's not unique. That's a come up in conversation already with Germany and England, right?
No. But Germany and England are probably going to be both in different pots.
No, but I'm saying if it comes to some point down the road where they may meet, the question has been asked. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Which is, will Tuchel want England to beat Germany?
No, but hold on. But there's difference here. There's difference in bucking up against them in the group stage.
No, I understand. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So I that was something when I was listening to your you speaking earlier. I said, hold on, we can wait an extra, because you know the rule: fire fast, hire slow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said, hold on, if we now go out and get a coach that's English, once again we're gonna have the same problem with him not pulling the top players from England to play for Jamaica, because Jamaica gonna have England in the same group per se. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard different names. Rudolph Speid is nowhere in my head, anywhere close. If, as you said, he's part of the problem. So either you're sabotaging the coaches that are there or undermining the coaches that are there, but you can't do both, right? The other issue is there's some good coaches that can fill it short term, meaning this coach's role is to get us to the World Cup and possibly coach us to the World Cup. And then you have coaches that we want for another 2-3 years to continue to build towards 2030.
Yeah,
right?
no, I think they're going to get an interim coach just to try to qualify.
And will that coach be the one that coaches us at the World Cup?
That's a great question. I would think so, actually. If you're gonna, if you're a coach, you don't want to get someone to the World Cup and you get fired. You don't do that. The contract has to have you going to the World Cup too.
Or this is what the coach is going to do. If I get you to the World Cup and you fire me, you're going to have to pay me out a big
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Because essentially, I've taken you and you've got the World Cup $3.5 million prize, and now you want to let me go? Brother, give me my cut.
Exactly. You know, the bonus money, bonus bigger World Cup, and so McLaren lost a lot of bonus money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm going to fling out a name I personally like.
Okay.
Bernard Diomede.
I saw you had that in the chat. I don't know Bernard. No, I don't know who he is.
France U20 coach, 2 stints. He runs. He's worked with a lot of the academy players. You see the France youth teams that have done very well. He's a 1998 World Cup winner, right? So he's been.
Was his name Diomede? I'm trying to remember. Okay.
I might have pronounced it wrong, but Bernard is his first name, right? So he was a France U20 coach at the last U20 World Cup. All right.
That's not on their list. Come on. You can't be innovative with the coaching selection. Come on, Spencer. Stop. Don't do that. Don't be innovative with the coaching selection. Pick some plain, butter and cheese coach. I'm being facetious, by the way.
No, I know, because you want me to go back and say use the product.
Yeah.
And take the loo. Right? You want me to go back to the Queen's English that they try and ram up with this.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a horrible selection. It's not even funny. And I said that at the time too. Like, ridiculous. People, you guys forget me and Speid arguing about these things, especially about Spain, and him talk about Spain, not good on Spain, not win nothing, and then him prove him wrong right in front of them face. You don't forget them discussion there. That's why I'm saying stop up on YouTube, you know.
Hey, so there's an analyst. He's on not Al Jazeera. What was being sports, right? Around, right? Me and one grow up, and when they hired McLaren, one got on Sportsmax and said, "Really, this? Like the man has been a failure."
Yes, it was a lazy hire.
Right? The man's been a failure. The man doesn't know CONCACAF. He's going to be in a world of issues.
So said, so done. 18 months later,
Yeah, it's not. I don't want to totally blame the coach, but I have to blame the coach.
right?
Yeah.
So now when we have an opportunity, because Crank, in my opinion, if you're going to give somebody short term, somebody that's going to get there, you have to have a coach that's bold, innovative, and going to bring something different to the table, right? But also knows our players. I knows our player pool, right?
Yeah.
The coach Bernard Diodoni, he played for Liverpool, right? So this man, he played in France, he played for Liverpool, and he played in Italy, right?
Yeah.
So he knows Europe. He knows our players where they're playing in Europe. He knows the EPL. He knows the league championships, and he knows the youth football and what the process is to go there, right? He knows the full Congolese side. They all play in Belgium and France and everything. So he knows if we buck up on, and hence he knows New Caledonia, because those players come to France, the good ones. Most of them are local. But he's very familiar with what we're going to run into.
Yeah. No, it's I don't think he's gonna be on the list. They have a Rolodex and it's not that big.
I think the Rolodex, and if besides African name that song like Lamakisa, we can't handle anything else, right?
Yeah.
Right. I've heard. All right. The one that I say, which is not even a stretch, it's not even innovative. I think somebody said Lord Donaldson. I said, you know what? Give Lord a job. Don't give Lord a lick 100,000.
No, Lauren will never be hired. Lauren has come up in discussion I had today too. Lauren will never be hired. People. Lauren supposedly dissed the lady who's on the JFF board. She will not forgive. Jamaicans say she will not forgive Lauren. Lauren will not be hired. Lauren won't even be considered. No, that's why he got fired in the first place. If you guys forget that.
Oh, you do bring a right point, because with the whole thing with the ministers,
the bus and she get kicked off of the bus and no. That's why she came on. I think was it TVJ or CVM and said it now go so, and Lauren was gone after that. He will not be hired. He won't be hired.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. So what's your thoughts on Miguel Coley?
I don't know Miguel enough. I know Miguel has been overseas. I know he got his license. I don't know Miguel enough to say that. I think they need a fixer. And we got to figure out who that fixer is. They need a fixer. You need somebody who can come in and get things done right away. You don't need long-term strategy. We're trying to get to the World Cup. We figure it out afterwards. You get somebody to come. Like how teams would get Sam Allardyce to come in and keep them up. Or what's his name from the championship. That's what you need. You need to win 2 games. Who can get me organized? Who can help me go recruit? Who can get me the players in the right place? Who can not succumb to pressure and say, I don't care what fans say. I don't care what you say, JFF. You give me the autonomy. I'm going to do it as I'm not coming and go pick the best team to give us a chance to win. So when we win, I get the praise. When we lose, I take the blame.
Right. I got broad shoulders. So, but Cranky, let's be honest. We're trying to build a coach and a team that can beat the DRC Congo.
I know.
Right? Because if you can beat Congo, you can beat New Caledonia, right?
Yeah.
So if you're building that, right, you need a midfield to beat Congo, right? This team is the DRC Congo is them a fly high, brother.
Yeah.
56 ranked in the court, unbeaten in 12 matches, and if you look at the list of the players, we are talking all Champions League, Europa League.
So you need and they're getting playing time. You need equivalent players, okay?
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta go recruit. You gotta go to a major recruiting and work with Peak and get it done. Them to come and we have a player can't get it done. Trust me.
Hold on. That Congolese side. Hold on. They have 4 EPL players, 5 League On players, 3 in the championship. I think Watford and somewhere else. 2 playing in the highest. These men are tested people.
And they beat Nigeria, right? They have Nigeria who have a lot of good players and a lot of supposed European players. So yeah.
And them were toe to toe with Senegal, who's right now the number 1 or 2 team in Africa. This team is probably the 3rd or 4th best team in Africa right now.
Yeah,
right?
no, they're gonna be a tough out. Out. Yeah.
So if you can't even at least put a squad to beat them on paper, and I'm going to say more so than the players, if you don't have a coach that understands how a coach that understands how that Congo League team plays, know the strength and weakness of the players, you're in trouble. It's just like how Curacao brought in Gory, right?
Yeah.
Gory, who coached for Suriname, who knew Jamaica well. Gory said, all right, watch here. Jamaica play like this, this, and this. Just lock that down and survive.
So you know who I think would have gotten us to the World Cup even with these difficult teams? The only person I can think of was Algrimson. Algrimson is the only person I can think about, because what he would have done is sit low and hope to catch him on the counter.
Let's fling out a name. Let's fling out another name. John Barnes is undefeated as Jamaica coach.
No, John Barnes is going to fix his finances. We don't want John Barnes. Fix his finances.
Hold on. Hey, hold on.
We can't save John Barnes. We can't save John Barnes.
No, hold on. If we in a business that thief money and skeef money, you want a man that kind of in a position, you know, it's going to capitulate. So watch your Barnesy. All this 2,000 in the bag, right? And dig out and you can get another million. Clean up them debts in one shot.
Yeah, I don't know. John, I don't think John is it. John is just too busy trying to figure out other parts of his life. There is one person that, what's the name of the Jamaican? He's a heritage person. What's his name? He coaches in, he was at Birmingham one time. Now was it West Brom?
Not Darren Moore.
After this call, I'm closing on the program, people. I'm not staying on. I'm closing after this program.
Who was a Birmingham City? I mean, no, that
was it Birmingham Moore, or was it West Brom? It's one of them. Darren Moore. Darren Moore must come up a lot of times, actually. Darren Moore is a disciplinarian. I don't think anybody can tell Darren Moore what to do.
I think off the field, the communication, and if you question anybody who's in charge, the problem with Darren Moore, I've watched a couple of his teams. The man is he's a defensive lower league championship, League One type.
We need a low block coach. Trust me.
But this is the problem. The attack are gonna look ugly.
I know, but I'm telling you, if you want to get to the World Cup, you can't figure it afterwards. We need a couple of good offensive players, and we need to be able to play some defense.
But watch this. The lack of sophistication. You're not gonna beat Congo with them players.
You can't match Congo player for player. You can't match them. You have to play smart. Right? You can't match them player for player. You're just going to get overrun. You can't match them player for player.
Because watch this. We literally were trying to beat Curacao with a League 2 sub, Kaheem Dixon.
We know that was just incompetence at its worst.
Hold on. With a League 1 baller, Jonathan Russell. With an English Premier League U21 baller, Dujan Richards. With a former Turkish second division baller, now Russian Premier League baller, Ronaldo Cephas. Nothing against the players, but come on. And you think we were going to get that done?
But we still could have gotten there, right? We
That's the scary part, right? So I think one of the biggest issues with the technical staff and what Speid's looking at, we're not even using the resources that we have. We're not even using the players that we have.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about John Herdman today. I heard his name quite a bit from different people.
Yeah.
You know, he used to coach Canada.
Yeah, he built up Canada. He coached Canada's women. He built up their youth system, and he got their senior Canada to the World Cup after since '86. But once again, I have a problem with how we give grace to certain people. So we're not giving no grace to John Barnes because it broke, right? But
no, that's cranky. That's not them. That's cranky. I didn't say we're not giving grace, but Brooke, I'm saying I don't see John Barnes come to coach Jamaica in this situation. I just don't see it.
Okay, but we are going to hire Hertzman, who was just suspended by FIFA for spying and doing all sorts of shit like that. And we're going to say,
spying is a good thing, isn't it?
I said,
you're trying to get an advantage. When you go spy on Congo,
right, he's a criminal, but no, he's on our side.
But you spying in football, a criminal. Come on, man, we're getting out of control. It's like he's spying for the Israeli or something.
He was caught not just in one match. He was caught systematically doing it.
He's trying to do anything by any means necessary. You know what he was doing?
Yeah.
They're making a big deal out of that. Like that. Then what's that name do that? Didn't Bielsa do that at Leeds? Didn't Bielsa do that?
Yeah, but hold on. But Hertzman got caught and got suspended by FIFA.
I understand, but FIFA is also corrupt. FIFA can't tell me nothing about nothing. You know why you're from FIFA. FIFA want big corrupt organization who support corrupt regimes.
What I said, bring the best teeth that we can find.
If he gonna get us to the World Cup, do we really care? I have principles, people, but not when it comes to people saying you're trying to get inside information about some team to go play against them. Really, protect your thing, cover your training ground.
Hey, but Crockett, me I take John Barnes. See, hold on, me I take John Barnes because this would have built back Barnes' reputation. In desperate, so I go do two things. Barnes, watch here. The bank have some money, so when the sponsor send the 2,000, just flip it over the Cayman figure and that's clean it up, bro. All right, Barnes, we're gonna put your LLC in Jamaica. You see me, John Barnes? Let's make the two things work, Barnes, right?
Yeah.
And you tell John Barnes, watch here. Bring in 2-3 good assistants with you. But watch here. We're gonna make you look good, Barnes.
First of all, if we couldn't, we ain't got no money. People, maybe that's why they want Rudolph to coach a team. He might take the job at half price. Because we ain't got no money.
Listen, if the score 2-0 and Congo want to wire the Swiss money to the Cayman Islands in John Barnes' name, Barnes is gonna say,
It was tragic that we draw Congo, I'm gonna be honest. Tragic.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Yeah.
I mean, Bolivia would be difficult, but maybe I go to Bolivia, Iraq route than the Congo route, may I tell you the truth. Because these ranking people are not reflective of where teams are today. These rankings are dated.
But you know why? You know why we weren't one of the seeded teams? Because of who we lost to and who we beat. Because of our performance in the Gold Cup.
The Gold Cup killed us in a lot of ways.
Exactly. The Gold Cup pushed us out of one of the teams that would have had to buy.
Yeah, the Gold Cup killed us in a lot of ways.
Right, exactly. Hold on. Cranky, if you look at the teams that we've lost to and drawn, it has decimated our FIFA ranking.
Yeah.
Hold on, idiot, you get idiot rankings.
We didn't hire the best coach. Hey. And we talked about this for a while. The coach come to Jamaica and spend about 2 days and say, no, I can't stay here. I can't come here. Even though the man said, anybody who coach a team have to live in Jamaica, then he must say, well, we hired the coach. If with the man's contract, say if him leave, him have to forfeit him contract. Why? I don't understand Jamaica set up contracting on people. Then my big people come coach a team.
Because we give certain people grace.
Yeah.
Right? So the other thing, right? I mean, my final point. Cranky, before this round, I brought up the issue. And I said, over 75% of our squad is not playing week in and week out. They're injured. They're barely playing for the.
If you bring that up, people beat you about what they do for the national team, right? If you bring yeah, I know what you're saying, but yeah.
Right. But that was clearly evident over these 2 matches. It came to fall. It came to fall. We had players who weren't playing week in, week out, right? They weren't getting regular action. We get to late in the Trinidad match, man leg at cramp up. We get to late in this match. Right? Cranky, me and you have watched football in the UK. We have watched football in Europe. We've watched football in MLS. The players don't play any different than they play for their club than they play for the national. It's not like
but you have Maverick saying that continues, and his sycophants believe him. He keeps saying that his sycophants believe him. They do. He influenced thought. His G's believe him, or the ones who call him his G's. He's their general. They believe his crap and his xenophobia and his division. And his divisiveness. They believe him.
The way Tyrese Campbell plays for his club is the way he plays for Jamaica. The way Bobby Reed plays for his club is the way he plays for Jamaica. The way Kaheem Dixon plays for his club is the way he plays for Jamaica. The way Andre Blake plays for his club is the way he plays for Jamaica. With all the good that they have, the same faults that they have at the club level, it's the same thing that happens internationally. If you don't know how to manage that, you're in a bunch of trouble.
Yeah.
Andre Blake, one of the best goalkeepers in CONCACAF. Love Andre Blake. Andre Blake is average at distributing the ball.
No, he's not average. He's below average.
All right. But
he's below average in today's football. He's below average.
Right?
His distribution is awful. I said it numerous times. During the game, his distribution is awful. Him run like a Pinocchio run. Pinocchio run like in a hot cool. Him run much better.
Right? But what Andre Blake does for us excellently is the same thing he does excellently for Philadelphia Union, why they want to support us here. But what he does bad what you see there.
Yeah, I hear you.
Right? So, you know, we've and it's just like Boza. Yes, Boza has been one of the best goal scorers in Jamaica. But over the past 6 months, Boza's form for his club has been atrocious.
Well, he's not getting much game time, is he?
Right.
Yeah.
So his form has been atrocious. And then McLaren goes said, no, he's the best scorer in the Caribbean. Y'all lied to yourself.
Because people don't understand. McLaren is very adept at managing his environment. He's an experienced coach. You tell people what they want to hear. You boost them up, and the local fans will love it, and the players will love it, and he'll not get the pressure that comes with the role. So he'll say things which he doesn't truly believe. He'll influence situation which he truly doesn't believe in influencing, but he'll do it anyway to get to a good place. I heard you wrote recommendations for King when he went to St. Mary. We don't see national coaches. You know, he was very supportive of certain players to appease certain individuals. That's a fact.
You know what McLaren remind me of? You know England well. McLaren is the type of coach, when he walks into the boardroom, they're like, we like this guy.
Yeah.
Can't fucking coach. Excuse my language. Can't coach. But they like the guy. McLaren knows how to play to the boardroom. Hence, he knows how to get an 18 to 24 month contract. But then when you're like, hold on, the man really can't coach.
Yeah, I mean, look, he has a good resume. He has a okay resume in terms of where he's been affiliated with, but he's dated. His time has passed.
Yeah.
Dinosaur, and sometimes you have to move on and get, just like the JFF is a dinosaur, McLaren's a dinosaur.
Yeah. And then you put them two together and they get the result.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for the call, sir. Yeah, man. Bless up. Bless.
Yeah, bless up, man. Take care of yourself, boss.
All right, cool. All right, people, we'll close on the program because I'm very, very unhappy. I see Brain Drain come in with his normally Brain Drain stuff. Brain Drain, can you give some suggestion, please, that is serious for once in your life? Please use your intellect for the right reasons. You're a very smart person, whoever you are. Please use it for the right reason. You can't just be a comedian. You can't just be a person who's going to counter everything. You sometimes have to add some value that people can leverage. You know what? You're the last caller, Presser. You're the last caller, Presser. Go on. You're the last caller.
Yeah, the 25-26 champion, soon to be.
26? What do you mean?
This season, Premier League. But you remember a couple months ago, I asked about the Paul Sims or something?
Yes. I told you about that.
Well, yeah, but you did tell me that like secrecy, like you try. You never clearly tell me. You try to figure it out by myself, you know?
Yes, because I was told in confidence, so I had to manage. Hey, the last time we come to people, I'm tell you some people. We come to something about Greenwood and we get beaten. And I didn't really come out explicitly. I said something in a very covert way, and I got beaten. So the Simpson thing, I knew about. I was told exactly what happened with Simpson.
But like how somebody tell you something in confidence, you know, you can pass it on to the next person in confidence.
No. That's not confidence. That's it. First of all, if more than one person knows something too much, but no, we can't do that. No.
You're feeling the sympathy for McLaren?
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly,
yes, I do. I feel a lot for him because it's as the paper said, he was given 2 months. But I should feel good for him. He got 18 months. He's given 2 months. Hargreaves sometimes saying, "Nah, make it for 2 months and do 18 months." So he's better than I thought he was.
I think this is the first coach in a long while that I've seen where, you know, despite of his mishaps in previous jobs, I just feel like with the recent emerging details, which I think personally, I think there's more to come, especially when McLaren sit down with some people and talk. I feel sorry for him, you know, and I'm not even sure if I can say that he should have still qualified for the World Cup, because you actually can't. When you have something as important as the World Cup, and you have people interfering with your job, right, not providing certain resources as an assist, you know, in terms of like assistant coach. You know, so one time he talked about tablet, you know, he talk about the lack of GPS tracking, whatever the case is, right? I think it's just a recipe for disaster, and you know, eventually it was a disaster in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's also sad to see that, you know, people from the Football Federation fail to take responsibility for, you know, these mishaps. You know, they come on the YouTube and them say, oh, you know, I never had this person. I just recommend them. And by the way, not me only. A committee recommended them.
Oh, wait,
And by the way,
or I didn't pick the team. I just suggest a few
well, no,
names.
and we didn't only recommend one individual. We recommended at least 3 to 4
I know.
coaches. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
And was this coach your first choice? No, it wasn't my first choice. And the board wanted this coach. So nobody wants to take responsibility for the failure. And I've said it as well, you know, if you aren't responsible, or if you aren't the one to be blamed for the hiring of this coach, right, and his resignation, then why are you on YouTube talking on behalf of whoever? You know what I'm saying? Put the people.
Yeah,
who
but
hired this coach
I don't
in front.
think you can come and say you're a nationalist. Like I see the thing heading here. I'm a nationalist, but you're not behaving like one. A
How does a
nationalist,
nationalist behave? Take responsibility.
a nationalist would sacrifice themselves for the larger good, for the country. Can't always be about you. And in this case, if you want to coach a team, it's about you because you failed as an advisor. You failed as a head of technical committee. You failed in the coach you hire. You can't then want to say, I failed so I can do a better job. And your club has failed this year, so you don't have nothing leverage like last year. And even last year, you failed when you win the CONCACAF. Come on.
But I'm not asking a question. What does the word like technical mean?
I don't know.
All right. I mean,
Depends on what context you use the word, you know. Right?
Technical mean, if you have built something, I go in the technical aspect of it, you go into the mathematics of it, whatever the case is, right?
Not necessarily mathematics on it.
No,
It's not, it may not be something that's mathematical, right?
All right, what may I try to say? If you had the technical committee, right,
Mm-hmm.
it means that you must draft up as much information about the individual. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, you guys are not listening. You know, I've been telling you guys it's been a lazy hire. It was a lazy hire.
No. No,
But here's the point. Here's the point, of people. If you're the committee doing the search, then what are you looking for in the coach? What are you looking for? What's the coach role going to be? Is he going to coach a team to go to the World Cup? Or is it a big picture where they're going to help Jamaica's football? What are they supposed to be doing? The criteria you then have for that coach, you utilize to inform who you source to do the job. And do they meet the prerequisites that you have for the job in terms of what criteria you have? Right? So the technical committee is the one that makes that decision. And in football, that technical committee criteria is outlined in. I used to work with what's his name? Before his YouTube game. No, before the game. Before the game, I used to have a conversation about the role of the GenSec and the role of the president. We go to the FIFA documents and it changes over time. What's the role of the technical committee and what that does? And it's clearly outlined in the FIFA documents. Right? And then we would compare to the Caribbean and says they're not doing the job as outlined in XYZ. Now, if the technical committee is the one going to oversee the football and development of the football and who the technical director is supposed to be and hire him and put him right, what does that entail? What do they do? It's a bunch of old-ass people doing nothing except taking up space.
Even some more clarity. Like, it's a technical committee is a group of individuals with expertise in a specific field who collaborate to develop technical standards, gather and disseminate information, and provide expert guidance, right? Now, first of all, Cranky, if I was a part of that committee and I was recommending 3 to 4 coaches, McLaren would not be on that list. You know what I'm saying?
No, but McLaren was hired. You know, like in Jamaica, we have nepotism. And we basically say, hey, me know a person, I know.
So basically, he was hired because he did have the connection from FIFA. And,
yes, but you heard the coach said that.
But
the coach said that.
That's where we go wrong. You get me? So because it's a link thing, you know, them I would do a man a favor. So
yeah,
I'm confident in us beating New Caledonia. It would be a surprise to me if they defeat us. But again, it's World Cup qualification, so you might never know, you know. So we just have to do our own work and focus on ourselves. And up until then, we're the best team on the day, you know.
Yeah, so, man. That's up. So somebody named Reggae Boy Reactor. Why are you guys always hiding? Some of you guys come in this chat and you hide and you make your comments, and it's very interesting to. That's why I put these up in the people. No further commenting. Go ahead. Who am I speaking to?
Hey, Cranky, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Tuffy.
How you doing, Tuffy?
First time calling. I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Because you name about 5 or 4 players that shouldn't be in the squad, right? Which I kind of agree. But my question to you is, with no international breaks between now and March, how would we fit these 5 new players in the team?
So my view is that international football is a pickup team. It's not like club football. You have a lot of time to work with players. So if you pick these new players to come in, you'd have to probably find a way to engage with them and communicate to them what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to achieve. You won't have time to go, like you don't even in the windows, to walk them through some of the things you have. But you have a lot of communication with them about what you're trying to accomplish. It's a pickup thing. You would probably have 1 or 2 days before you play the game to walk them to what you're trying to accomplish. No different from a traditional international window. And every team brings in new players who are on form, except maybe Jamaica, because we don't get in the game time all the time. So there's a misconception that players need a lot of time to acclimate for national teams. I disagree with that notion. I don't think you need a ton of time because you don't get the time anyway. Right? So this misconception. So to me, it's all about quality. The team that we have now, let's say they have all the time they have had for the last how many years, they're not playing well. They can't pass a ball to save their life. Wait, let me just say this. Apart from the Bermuda game, please show me one time we have broken down a team from playing from the back to the midfield to the forwards. Against Curacao or Trinidad. We create chances, but mainly by happen chance, like against Trinidad, or through set pieces or in the air. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing with you, Cranky, but on the other hand, you don't like the draw, right? Correct?
There was never going to be a good draw. I think we underestimated made in Iraq. But I don't like DR Congo. No, I don't like Congo. No.
I think us and the team we're playing are the 2 weakest team of the 6. So would it be best for us if we're bringing those 5 new players to play against this team first?
Yes.
Then play.
Yes, of course.
So in a sense, we have the better of the 2 group if we're bringing new players.
Well, I don't know. So here's the challenge on that. And you heard Spence before, Dwight mentioned the quite of the Congo team. I don't know which group is better, to be honest, because we underestimated Iraq, and I think they beat United Arab Emirates to get here. They have they normally have decent players. DR Congo is not no joke, people. They just knocked out Nigeria, even though it's penalty shootout.
I agree.
Right, so Bolivia is going to be a difficult game. I'm not sure which is easier. Even though Iraq is ranked higher than Congo, I think Congo is probably the better team. But the ball is round, right? The ball is round. So you hopefully beat New Caledonia. And then against Congo, you come up with a strategy about how you want to beat them. Doesn't mean you can't beat them. You get to penalty shootout, or you can score a goal and lock it down. We have seen bigger teams get beaten a lot of times. Most better example is Inter Barcelona, way back when Barcelona was firing, and Jose Mourinho score and park the bus. You can do that. We may not like the football. We're just trying to get to the World Cup. We figure it out afterwards. So what we got to do is try to win the first game, get all the players in, and then figure it out in the second game. But if you have good players, good players cover for so many deficiencies. We need better players.
Well, I agreed. I was just curious about bringing the 5 players and how would they mesh with the team. But I agree with everything you're saying. But good luck to the guys, and
yeah, man.
I just hope for the best, because I'm right here in Florida and I'm ready for the games.
Well, I'm glad you're ready, because a lot of people are very depressed about what transpired.
Well, with or without Jamaica, I'll actually attend at least 2 games. But
all right, well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So you have tickets already?
No, but I have some form of way I'm gonna get a few tickets. So.
Let me know about them.
Unfortunately, I'm only gonna get them for the medal in New Jersey. So.
Well, that's a good place. If you get them, you cancel them. Let me know.
All right, no problem. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
All
Fine.
All right.
So this is the last caller, and he's getting 5 minutes. Go ahead.
No problem. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Hello.
This is the last caller, and he's getting.
Hello.
Frankie, what's up?
Not much. Who's this?
This is Fisherman.
Fisherman, yeah, 5 minutes. I'm with the program tree. Yeah, 5 minutes. Go ahead. So what you have to say?
I hear you're ranting from night, man. You're ranting.
Yeah, what you have to say, Fisherman? You're not not yet, You have 4.5 minutes.
I hear the gentleman just talking about 5 players, but I didn't hear who is those 5 players.
No, I said we need at least 5 players. That's what I said.
Oh, I think you have 5 players that you name.
No, I have a lot of names, but I'm not going to put them out tonight. I have a lot of names.
So me know you have your links, I
have a lot of names, and my hope is that we go and pursue the players. I've had some communication with some people saying you need new players. The players that we have now are not good enough. That's not debatable. They're not good enough. So fisherman, we have a question here. Who are these local players I keep hearing should be in the national team? Who are the local players you guys keep talking about? Who are good enough? Who are good enough to get us to the World Cup to beat Congo and beat Uganda? Who are the players that we're talking about?
I don't know what you're talking. I don't know.
No, but you guys keep saying that you want more local players in the team. Is that angling, like players like angling?
I don't know.
Why not start hesitate and start stammer? I don't understand the fisherman.
Look here, the problem. Look here, man. I'll me here not talk about players. People who are local player, you know. From this thing here, I realize I don't see how much local players see playing on this side. Local player. I don't see.
So fisherman, let me help you. Let me help you. Can you need help? Let me help you.
Yeah.
So we in the squad or in start on the field for the last game? Let me help you. Which one are you talking about?
No. I was talking about JPL players. So that me I ask JPL player me talking about.
What do you mean? JPL plays in the squad? We only have Anglin, I think, and Warner Brown.
And Anglin not really play. Warner Brown are the only JPL player really play in the squad.
All right. So what are you saying?
Yes,
I'm confused.
So no, too. I me here say people are try get player in the squad. I hear a gentleman say people are get player in the squad from last night. Get them sell get money.
No, that is true. That's true. So you want some names of players who've gotten to the squad and maybe for monetary reasons?
Let me see. We're in the squad if you get contract.
Not now, but we have had that over the last. The reason why Hoggins resigned, fisherman, because he couldn't deal with the JFF anymore. And part of the whole issue was about them wanting certain players to be picked. Read the New York Times article. That came from inside sources.
Yeah.
John Wall got fired because John Wall had 14 overseas-based players for the under-20 team. Do you know the team that got? Wait a minute now.
We are talking about the senior squad.
No. You ain't getting. No, you ain't getting away with that. It's done the call. Done your nonsense. Don't get me upset. No, tell me how you want to go. Me tell you how we go. Don't tell me where you want to go. Don't tell me where you want to go. There is a pattern of behavior throughout the entirety of the football program where we want local players in the squad. John Wall left because he couldn't get overseas-based players in the squad. Hargreaves left because he couldn't deal with the JFF, and that was part of the reason. McLaren come and he acquiesced. He'll play Dixon, he'll play King, he'll play wherever he wants to play, who are local, because that was forced upon him. And he acquiesced. Hargreaves wouldn't acquiesce, so he left. That's a fact. And when people come and say we are lying, we're not telling the truth, Speed was the one yesterday said they had to pay off John Wall, because FIFA forced him to pay off John Wall. Because them fire him wrongly. Yeah. Speed said about John Wall, he couldn't do 2 jobs at once. Can take people like fool and we are idiot. So they put him to the national team because he couldn't do multiple tasks. Speed take man for fool, I'm an idiot, and we not no sense. That's not okay. That's not okay. Yeah, go on. See, please.
So in our squad of 23, each time a squad 20, sometimes they call 26. All right. You said 2 players. You call 2 players named King and you call
Warner Brown.
King and Dixon.
What? No. Back up. What are you talking about?
All right. Warner Brown. Call even Warner Brown. 3
King, Dixon, Warner Brown, Busy Atkins, Reed. There's been a bunch of players come through over the last 18 months.
Those guys never spend no time in the team.
But they weren't supposed to be there in the first place. Doesn't matter. They were forced in the team. They were forced in the team.
Mr. Cranky.
Go ahead.
Call up when it's squad, when the real squad and everything settled, them not in the squad.
Okay.
We end up have 1 local player. We play in Jamaica.
Be careful with that term. Be careful with that term. Locally based. Don't say local player. Whisper is a local player. Blake is a local player. Low is a local player. King is a local player. Sifas is a local player. Use the term right.
So those guys it's forcing at the side like
no. But when you use the term, wait a man. When you use a term like local versus locally based, it's not correct. Because the whole argument has been about balance, which is they want locally developed players versus overseas developed players. It's not just locally based versus overseas based?
No, but gonna switch up the argument again because when people talk, no, come on, Greg, you know, say lad. Because I hear you say people want JPL player. They want JPL player.
That's what people in Jamaica have just said. That's what people like. If you go to what Walter Boy said, if you go to what Kiss Hill Cole, Gareth Soul said, if you go to what if you go to what Tapa says, go look at all these players, what they have said. They want locally developed players in the team. Now, some may be based locally, some may be based overseas. They want locally developed players in the team. That's not new information. That's a fact.
So let me ask you, Cranky, what them saying, we have to talk about the reality what happen. Where people say people have them opinion and people can't talk.
Right.
We're talking about when the squad come down and it pick.
Right.
And it pick. The players them were in the side consistently. The local band player they were in the side consistently.
Okay.
You think them should be in the team?
No, I have no problem with the players who get into the team. But I don't think Dixon should be in the team. He may be the only one. Do I like Dixon? So I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with most of the players locally. It's not about me about locally based. You're missing the point. My point is this: I want the best players in the team. I don't care where they come from. I keep saying this 101 times. I don't care. I'm not happy with Jamaica saying we need. You ever hear me say we need more foreign-based players or local-based players? We need better players.
You have no about Cranky. What I'm saying, when I say them are force player in the team. I mean, say when the team finish, when the team done and dusted and them call up the team, you don't have no player in the team where you say look and really and say him not in the team. The force in the team shouldn't in the team.
No. But when the coach at the stadium make him change the other day, who forced him to make the change?
What?
Who they call for the other day? Did they call for Campbell to be playing in that game, or did they call for Dixon and Whisper?
So hold on. And the coach, I listen to the spectator.
The coach is feeling the pressure from the local administration and from the spectator. Yes, he is. Yes, he is feeling the pressure. Yes, coaches feel pressure from fans and from administrators. Yes, them feel pressure. They're human beings.
All right. So it come down to those things.
Fisherman.
That's why the team no.
Fisherman. Why Hogams to fire Jamaica?
What is it?
Why did Hogams fire Jamaica?
Why Hogams get fired from Jamaica?
No. I said, why did he fire Jamaica?
Why he fire Jamaica?
Yeah.
The reason why I hear that he get when him in a Jamaica a coach Jamaica team he leave and go look at next job.
Why would you do that if you have a job? Why you look at a new job?
Maybe he's not satisfied with the Jamaica lifestyle. Him can't manage it. Him not live out here. Him did live here and then he move back. So him can't manage out here and go way back.
Okay, all right.
We don't have the best. We's not the best. We don't have maybe certain things where I look for him can't get it.
All right. So why did he tell McLaren that he will not last two months in the job?
Him tell McLaren that, but McLaren almost here.
Fisherman. Please do your research before you come to the program.
Oh man, but you say why him tell him? Him have an experience. Why him tell him that? But McLaren is here for 2 years. That was 2 years.
Because McLaren adapted. He adapted. He sold his soul to get this done. Because he want to fill up his resume so he can get to the World Cup. He sold his soul. And when he sold his soul, him lose his soul. Him sell it and lose it.
Well, all right. Let me move on.
Yeah.
What I'm saying still, I realize you're passionate about the football and you want to see the football just like most people. The people them were in the federation, people in Jamaica, people we put up themselves. We feel them want the best to the football. Maybe them go. Some people go at it some way with some other people not like and stuff.
True.
All right. What happened now? Everybody if step down. And I say everybody if step down, I may agree. All right, you need people to take them position after they step down. They can't step down and nobody not take them position. I listen to you talk and you sound like a man who know for run business and know for run companies and those things. You sound like a man who would have really run the federation the way how you want to see it run. So what may I say to you now? You don't think you could have like come to Jamaica because you have to be in Jamaica. Align yourself with one of these clubs out here. Like you see, like Mr. Man, when the man down at Mount Pleasant, him come to Jamaica and him see him have a club up and running now. Him in a part of it. So if he want to run for the presidency, him can run for it. You don't think you could have align yourself with a club and then get to the parish president and get to whosoever you have to get to. And get them on your side and you can step up. And come run the football.
Fisherman. You understand what Jamaica run? Fisherman.
I recommend the next person to you. Recommend determined.
Wait a fisherman. Fisherman. I think you understand how Jamaica run?
No, man, I mean, you don't understand how it run.
I don't think so. It's a different construct. It's not like
you have bug out already. You start ready because you're ready for bug out. You're ready for bug out. When I say come make a difference, you know, cause just talking and maybe somebody else can make the difference.
Them in the media, me have to talk.
Can make the difference, man.
No, media, me give advice, and people don't take me advice. I mean, you know, fisherman, they tell me no about football, fisherman. They tell me no about football. And so me a YouTuber, me no know nothing. They say me no know nothing.
You know about football. Me listen you talk, man. You know a lot about football, and you know if you run business. You like have a lot of experience. So I say, would I like you come down here, bring determine. You know the guy named determine in call you since night.
Yeah. No, determine the call. In the call since night, man.
Yeah, man, in call you since night, man. Me listening, man. So them man they come in our country, man, and put get to the club. Club out here need help, you know. So you come align on yourself with the club. Maybe get some more of your friend them in America. I want to come out here and get the presidency and run the football.
Yeah, man, so we wouldn't last a week. Yeah, man, so we wouldn't last. They're probably right, you know.
The only one changes, but you don't want to put up on yourself to make changes.
No. The fisherman, come on, fisherman, man. Come on, fisherman. Fisherman. Do you tell the people in media in Jamaica who are proposing change, then if you go make change and go in a process?
People make change. People change, man. So you come here and them see the good work, what you doing.
No, I'm a technical advisor like Mr. Speid, like Rudolph. A technical advisor.
You see, that's why.
You know what? I don't want to get into the conference. Maybe somebody have some conversation the other day, people about something, and I was laughing, thinking, you know, maybe I should do that. And then say, you know what? You must be mad, man. No, I'm not do that.
No, you see, the thing is, you have
people say you style me. People say you style me, fisherman. People say you style me, fisherman. You style me, fisherman. But you style me.
People don't agree with things, you know, certain things. Not agree with things, and when them step up and make a difference, them want to pass the buck to somebody else. No, man, make somebody else do it. And then when the next person come, at the same thing, them criticize.
Fisherman, that's a good call out. Fisherman, a good call out you make. Me not gonna disagree with you. A good call out you make. So me no say in terms of me go do it, you know, but a good call out you make say we all have to figure out a way to whether me get involved directly or indirectly, we all gotta figure out a way to make some sacrifice to achieve a given objective. So a good call out.
Yeah, because I hear you say when people love them country, them supposed to why you with the word you use, I think I did dead for your country. You sacrifice. You make sacrifice.
Yeah.
So that is it. I think man like you determined, I think guys like you can make some cause when me listen to talk, you know. We have a lot of ideas. I think we could come change the culture. So I don't think do like Mr. Gould, just step forward. Line yourself with a team. I want to come and make the difference. And then we will see the back of Speid and Mr. The president and all of those guys.
No, yeah, I have family obligation. I can't go to Jamaica at this point. I have 3 little kids that I take care of. I can't go to Jamaica at this point. I couldn't do that. I mean, I bring them back to Jamaica. Can we take them out of the situation? I bring them back there. So that never happen, fisherman. We have to try somebody else. But me dip on my mic, I run off my mouth as usual.
No, make changes, man. No, stay far.
No, but fisherman, we can stay far and talk and.
Put on yourself in the firing line to man but
fisherman is a good call out. Me not problem with the call out. That's a good call out.
come step up to the plate, man, and get come on them people have to go, you know.
So me do like Trump and change the conversation. Fisherman. Let's change the conversation.
Yeah?
You expect us to win the 2 games then?
Everything we going to win the 2 games?
Yeah.
Well, I want to. We just leave
Fisherman. I want to be rich, but I'm not. Give me something I hold on to.
No, all right. Let me tell you, I'm a nationalist, and me is a nationalist.
Hey, be careful with that term. Be careful with that term.
Yeah,
You know, I'll post a picture. You see my body picture? It's a nationalist too.
Look here, man. At the end of the day, look here. You see, anybody who put up themselves and put themselves in a to serve,
right?
You have to give them some props. No matter what, you have to give them some props.
That is true. But if the serving is poor,
and we stay one side and when the time comes.
But fisherman, I don't disagree with you. Fisherman, I don't disagree with you. But fisherman, be the fisherman, man. If you put yourself to serve and you're doing a poor job, should you continue in that role?
Yeah, but what that is it. That's why I said them doing a poor job. Them step down, you need somebody have to take them position. Them can't just step down nobody.
But there are people running against them. We had opposition running against them, you know. We had opposition. We had opposition
now. And you is one of them man where you say you never with the opposition. You back these.
Yes, I did.
These guys.
I did.
You say you back these guys, you know.
But I no, because I believe you should always vote. Even the lesser of two evils should always vote. I don't believe because if you don't vote, you're voting for the opposition.
I don't know why you back the other. You back this side and didn't back the other side.
The other side was some of the same people doing the same thing. Man who feel West Indies cricket. Man who's been on the JFF for 20-something years and can't tell one thing when do. Me couldn't go with them. Come on, fisherman. I couldn't go with them.
And you go with it. Anyway, the match is coming up.
Yes.
I would like, as me say, to be frank, we might get past the first one, but I'm kind of doubt the second one. I kind of doubt Congo.
Yeah, second one tough.
But not we do this type of playing where we play few much months now. This type of playing where they start playing. If it's so we go and play, I don't think we're going to get past. Maybe we didn't get past the first one either.
I think we can get past the first one. I think the second one is very difficult. We put ourselves in a really difficult spot, given that we should have qualified automatically. That's left without saying. But we can't grab a spilled milk. We have to do our best to qualify.
You say you see we qualify for you. So I think he's a older person for me. So you never around when we qualify 98.
I wasn't around. I went to the game in Washington. Yeah, I wasn't around. I went to the game in Washington DC. We beat US. We draw with US. It was one out of beat them on Burton score. I was at the game. We can't remember how the game go, but I can tell you this. The New Jersey Turnpike to get into the game was full of Jamaica flag. The pride was high. It was very motivated. And I did go to the game. I did see Burton score. I had a half-line seat. And it was the best sporting event I've ever been to. And I've been to the Olympics. I've been to the Olympics in London. It was the best event, best feeling I've ever had. And I want that feeling again.
Again, you never say again. You say you don't want to see them qualify for. You want to see Jamaica qualify for a World Cup. So I was saying.
No. I said in my remaining lifetime, I don't think we're gonna qualify. So because my time here is very short. In this world, I live it. But think about it. It's at 2026, right? 2030, the next one. US, Mexico, and Canada. You think we'll qualify? Unless we go get better players, unless we improve the football, we're not gonna qualify.
Oh no, man. To me, you tell your friend, and your friend say when Burrell was around, and when Burrell said he might go for English player 98, people did against that. Not like that. Not that thing no go so. Cause first thing, Burrell never go for no English player 98. I player them come. The
first three came. The first three or four came, right?
Yes, after them come on their own. Nobody never go fit. Nobody never go fit. So when you hear your virgin, I say, me sit down and listen, I say, you're all missing information there. Nothing like that. The 3 players them come on them own. And then after we qualify, them pick some more. And we have been doing that from 98, and after 98 is a whole bunch of English base player play for the country. One whole heap. And when we come out bigger stadium, go cheer for them. Go cheer for them same way. One whole heap. People make it sound like say, why no English player can't come play for Jamaica because boy we people xenophobic.
So, fisherman. Yeah. Whenever when Jamaica is playing in the stadium, in National Stadium, whenever you heard them call for an English-based player to go on the field. Wait, fisherman, please answer the question and not evade the question.
You see, when you rate, if player the party field, when man people rate, people will call for them.
So you rate Dixon?
People will call.
You rate Dixon?
People will call for them.
No, you rate Dixon? Eh? You rate Dixon?
Well, I don't rate 90% of the ball of them.
No. Answer the fisherman. Where do that, fisherman? You just go. You come in like a them politician there. You ask my question and then you jump. You rate Dixon. You say you rate. Do you rate Dixon? No.
Listen, me, no man. No, but the ball about the national team when we really have something when me likes when in the party field, I mean, no likes Jamaica play without him. Is Damian Lowe. That is the only ball.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make a point, and you're not allowing me to make my point. You just talked about people who, yes, but you were talking about people call for. You said old people and them still. But my tell you, no, them call for Dixon, them call for Whisper. They don't call for nobody. They don't call for Campbell. They don't call for nobody else. They're not calling no English band player. They're not calling no English band player.
But at the end of the day, Cranky.
Oh, somebody said Ravel, but nobody called for Ravel. I see them the other day. Nobody called for Ravel.
Because people at Jamaica call for Ravel, so they want Ravel.
No, we're talking about at the game. We're talking about at the game. The people on the bench. You can't call somebody who's not going to be there. You can't call somebody who's going to be there.
But Mr. Cranky, you have people by the side. You have ball up on the side where come from. Where born and bred at Jamaica, and Jamaica we out and the was them on the team, you know.
Like who? Name me one.
What do you mean, like who?
Give me one. Name me one.
No, Jamaica Bowser.
No. Them one Bowser. Them one. Hey. Wait. No. But fisherman, all the platforms I listen to, all the radio stations I listen to. Them said the jungle. Them said the jungle team. The jungle people. Them for start. Dixon and Bowser and Cephas.
You ever there on the platform where on JT platform? Nah. I hear man we live in Jamaica say you know want to see Bowser.
No,
Bowser no good.
I think you're deliberately missing my point. No, you know it.
What?
You're deliberately missing my point, and you know it. Anyway, maybe get 2 more minutes. I have to come off. 3 hours. 20 minutes.
When you name my team Bowser in it, come if he say Bowser the best striker for the team.
And I have no problem with that. But the point I'm trying to make is that I don't hear anybody calling for any English-born footballers when we have game at National Stadium.
Go call for them. Big man, if they don't rate them, they not go call for them.
And we are rate baller who are play League 2 and not playing a ball. Come on, man. Stop it.
But 90% of the baller they not playing a ball, Cranky.
No, but I'm just saying people down there calling for. So you know what's funny about this? When I watch English Premier League, right? And the players from another country, you never come if them call for them, you know. They're not English, you know. What them have academy players like look at Arsenal team, for example. We call for players who nobody in England, you know. Right? And the people in England call for players, but we not call for them. We're Jamaican citizens, we're not call for them. Because they were born in England. Is that how can that be okay? They're Jamaican citizens now. We're not they're Jamaican citizens. They're Jamaican citizens.
When you Mr. Tuchel no call all when you see big Bellingham where play for him left him out time squad. He left him out of the
squad with his excuse that he has played a lot of football of late. That's not a criteria for Jamaica team.
You see at the end of the day, we need quality baller. These baller we have here for this national team here, now go really bring we nowhere. I mean, I cuss them out like some people when me hear them and tell them about their parents. I mean, feel and disrespect me as some people. I deal with Barry Reid. Because Barry Reid is one of the youth when he come here. I rate him the first time I see him play for Jamaica. Him used to play good, but him kind of wash up now. But me not go deal with him like come here people. I deal with him and I tell him about parents.
Bobby Reid rarely miss a window. Bobby Reid has been committed. Bobby Reid has been a leader. Yeah.
May respect Bobby Reid, that if the World Cup squad did qualify a man, you know, I say Bobby Reid deserve to go. Bobby Reed deserve to go. You know?
Yeah.
Me not have a problem. I don't have a problem when the man them tell the people all them parents and when them to go do. Me not like that. I disrespect the people them. Even if you don't rate them.
Yeah, but part of it is engineered by the local media. The way they talk about part of it's engineered by the local media.
But no, that's no local media.
You don't understand that. You don't have to say it directly. You don't have to disrespect a man directly enough if you engineer that, you know. If you create a narrative about too many local overseas players in the team, create a narrative about some players not good. If you create a narrative about only local players should be in the team, then the crowd will take it and they'll expand upon it and they'll get more boisterous.
The talk say local man said he want more local player, he want this. At the end of the day, you hardly have none in there. A couple you have in there. So I don't see the issue.
So Fisherman. The last game Jamaica played, you know who finished in the game? Jamaica had the goalkeeper, the center half, the 4 forwards that finished the game were all locally born. Dixon was on the field. Nicholson was on the field. Cephas was on the field, right? Whisper was on the field. So was King. So was Blake. 6 players who finished that game where we drew were locally born, weren't they? Were they?
What
did any of them get cussed?
If any of them get cussed?
Yes. Are we cussing the English born player them? I rest my case. Defense rest. I like when you stutter, you know. I can't talk. I just stutter and can't talk.
You're in a Jamaica player where people are saying about the player them.
Fisherman, please get up. Fisherman. Please get up more often. Fisherman, let me just explain something to you. I read the Observer almost every day. I read the Gleaner almost every day. I listen to Jamaica radio station. I listen to KLAS, not all the radio station. The sports station I listen to sometime. And once in a while, I listen to Maverick for 10 minutes and then I get nauseous and then I stop listening to him. But I do listen to the station. So I know what they're saying, Fisherman. You may not realize that the world is not global.
So you never listen. You never hear what people they are called Cephas with it.
Well, Cephas defies opinion, right? But the local media supports Cephas very well.
And the local media don't support no English player.
No, most of them don't. No. I would say generally no. Generally no.
At the end of the day,
yeah.
When we know so for this whole of this campaign from when we have most players who play for the national team are English born players. Most players that play for the national team, sometimes you have 9 on the field and two local born players. Sometimes you have 8. So I don't see which part players are get no game through them are English. Most players who play for the national team from when are English players. Most players.
So I would say all the players who play for Jamaica national team are citizens of Jamaica.
Yes, no, but you have the narrative like say you have the players when them say people xenophobic and all them thing there at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, most of the players them who play for the country is English born players. No English born players, them have nationality, but them born in England and them are play for the team.
Well, I mean, I would agree that if you look at the starting 11, they were apart from what Ian Frey's US born, we had Cephas, we had Nicholson, we had King, we had Blake, so we had 6 English born and 5 non-English born, correct? And when we finished the game, we had more Jamaican born than overseas born, correct? Okay. And by the way, and I think when Curacao, wait, Fisherman, I think when Curacao finished the game, I think they probably had 11 locally overseas born in their team that started the game.
No, but you see the thing, it's still a lead up, you know. I don't know when listening to you talk, give more time, and you say, I get, you have a problem with. But when you listen to you talk now, you say, and Curacao them have 11.
No, the point.
You just come out and say
No. The point. Fisherman, please don't act like the people who go up on the sycophant channel. Fisherman, here's the logic. What I'm trying to prove to you is this: there are some other countries who have no problem with players who are born outside their country. Okay, so long as the outcome is positive, they don't have no problem with it. There are people like yourselves and people in Jamaica who have problem with people who are born overseas playing for Jamaica.
You still say people, everybody, you have people have their own opinion and attack. But when it comes down to it, the man them still playing getting called for the team. Most of them is playing for the team. Yeah, so when people don't want to say, I know, at the end of the day,
wait. I'm trying to. Here's what I'm trying to do, and you're not listening. I'm trying to get rid of the narrative about us versus them and focus on substance. If I said when I talked about who should be the team, did I seem like I was parochial in terms of who should be in the team tonight? What did I say? Who shouldn't be in the team? Did you listen to the players that shouldn't be in the team?
Yeah, cranky. Yeah, you're saying, but when you start talking and you start pointing out things, it till it end up a show where you're leading to.
No, the reason because you know what? Because you guys are very sensitive.
No, man, you don't comfortable. You still don't because first thing, I hear a next channel, I read about it, said true because the team are mixed. That's why the team now perform. True it are mixed. And deep
what I mean?
What?
What that mean? Say true the team are mixed. What that mean? They're saying
it are mixing local band players with the English player them. JD, that's how JD stand. True it are mixed, that's why the player them not playing anything. Because it are mixed with local band players.
That I can't talk for JD, but that don't make no sense to me. All right. But if Fisherman, I have to go. I have to take another call. Let's go.
I say, think about what I tell you.
All right, cool.
And link up determine. I make me feel him link him up. Because me hear my talk and he looks like he will join you. So link him up and see what going on. Come pick out 2 team and support and run for president.
All right. Bless up.
Me do that phone.
All right. Bless up, Fisherman.
Yeah, man.
All right, people. May I say good night, people. I've been here since 7. What I know, 10. 8 people. Most YouTube show now go for more than an hour. I watch Robbie them by 8:15. 1 hour them I go find. I think we do yeoman service as YouTubers. Not just yours truly. A lot of Jamaican YouTubers will do 3-4 hour programs, and the compensation you get is not reflected. People, me not take no call. People, we're done for the night. We can't take no call. Let me say this, people. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe to the channel. Before you leave, hit the subscribe button, people. Don't ignore it. Hit the subscribe button. I know some of you don't like the narrative and don't like some of the conversation, and I understand that. But sometimes you have to say what you have to say, right? Sometimes you have to say what you have to say. It is what it is. You have to say what you have to say, and you have to express yourself. The workup qualification process, trying to get the workup was very, very disappointing, very upsetting to some people. People may not taking any more phone calls. I can't. No, I'm not taking more phone calls, people. I'm sorry. Been you should call earlier. Can't. I don't want to come and say something. I can't take more phone calls, people. I'm tired. Been here. I'm not eat dinner yet. I'm not eat dinner past 7 o'clock. Come cover from 7 o'clock. Can't do that, people. I mean, so no want to ring and on top, but I can't do the call. So people just no, we can't take no call, people. We can't take the call. I'm sorry, but not if I give 1 more minute. Not even 1 more second. I gotta go. People, I really welcome each of you being here tonight. Some of you stay for the entire journey, difficult journey. I know I was miserable tonight, but when you're miserable, you have to express yourself. You can't keep it in. Else it will kill you if you keep it in, people. Being here for 3+ hours, I'm tired. I'm not telling you, I'm tired. My head all hurt me. I will chat too much tonight. But I do appreciate you. I came here tonight very upset for a number of things. One thing I was upset about, saying, you know what, let me say this before I go. The local versus diaspora is not just exclusive to football. Unless it's some sport like basketball where we know we're not that great in, we welcome overseas-based players. People, we have to embrace each other on both sides of the aisle. Those who are in Jamaica, those who are not in Jamaica. The division are kill with star. It's not a good thing. We're tired of division. And it's been happening throughout history. As a people, we're divided. We're divided people. We should not be divided. We have nothing divided about, you know. We have other people that fight against me, and we still are divided amongst ourselves. Does that make any sense to you? We have people that divide us, and we are divided ourselves. Come on, people, man. I'm thinking they're nonsense, man. Right? Let's stop the division, people. Let's help each other. Let's support each other. Where you are born doesn't tell you who you are and what your affiliations are. It just doesn't. Those of us who live in foreign land where people don't want in them country, it's like me not in a country, you know, because me born in England and me get beaten to me in a Jamaican. With the America, the man don't want me in a country. If me go to England and don't want your country, me talk about right the other day talking about Billingham. Here's my last point, people. I see England play a game and Foden pass a ball to Eze. You and I could pass that ball. Eze score a magnificent goal. You know, all the reporter want to talk about the pass him get from Foden. In people, you don't want to talk about the Eze goal. And you sit there listening to this thinking, okay, maybe if I come to my country and talk to my people, me feel good with them. I'm seeing people don't want to talk to me. That can't, okay, people. That can't, all right. Come on, people, man. We can do better, man. The narrative in Jamaica with us versus them. I understand people have affiliation and affinity for those who are locally based and we used to grow up play high school football and junior league football and play in the Premier. I understand that. But let's try to be objective and try to get rid of the parochialism and focus on the quality of the product we're seeing. Because most people don't understand football, you know. Let's try to focus the persons who got who went to the process to get nationalized and think Jamaican. A lot of people born in America and born in England, them are Jamaican people, them think Jamaican, them eat Jamaican food, them live Jamaican, them love the music. I mean, some people in England don't have money to go to Jamaica. They can't tell us they're not Jamaican. You watch Robbie them on AFTV, out of Jamaican thing, out of talk patois, and then I don't know about Jamaica. Some of them go to Jamaica, really go to Jamaica. So we have to embrace them. We can't only embrace them when them saying something's going to Jamaica. That can't be all right, people. All right? So have a good night. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button. Please, please subscribe. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace out, people. And I appreciate you being here. It's been an interesting evening, but I appreciate you. Bye for now. Frankie Life is the best to be now. For the best sports talk and it's free, yo. Frankie Life will be your guiding light by keeping you informed both day and night. Frankie Life, tell them. Frankie Life, heed them. Frankie Life, want them. Frankie Life. From the coast to the field, we'll never lose because Cranky has the hottest news. With expert analysis, we break it down. Our in-depth coverage is best in town. Cranky Life, tell them. Cranky Life, heed them. Cranky Life, want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life, where the sports is spicy and where we keep the discussion lively. Cranky Life, get to know the name because Cranky analysis is never lame. Cranky Life, give me my Cranky Life. I want my Cranky Life. Must have my Cranky Life. Whether it's football or track and field, you know Cranky is at the wheel. So join the journey through victory and defeat and subscribe and don't miss a beat of Cranky Life. Tell them, Cranky Life. Heed them, Cranky Life. Want them, Cranky Life. If you're from England or USA, from Kingston or Bombay, from Kenya or Canada, Lagos or Havana, visit Cranky Life. Tune into Cranky Life. Like up Cranky Life. Subscribe to Cranky Life. Cranky Life coming to you on weekdays. Cranky Life sometimes on Sundays. Pull up a chair and take a seat because Cranky will always bring the heat. Cranky Life. Me say fi tell them Cranky Life. Me say fi heed them Cranky Life. On them Cranky Life. Cranky Life will be around. Cranky Life is the best in town. Me say fi heed them. Me say fi want them. Me say fi heed them. Want them, heed them, want them. Cranky life. Cranky life. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them. Cranky life. Cranky life. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed them, want them. Cranky life. Cranky life. Cranky. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed them.